And we're live, everybody. Happy Sunday once again. Let me get my chat back up here. Let's see who we got out here so far. Dave Lloyd was in early. Tim was in early. Lady Liberty, happy birthday to you. 21 all over again. Arnie S., Wendy Leday, Wendy, Neon Koala, Brett Whitney, what is going on? Steven Johnson, welcome. Neon's also a birthday girl today, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. I think
Friday, but yes.
Oh, Neon's was Friday. Okay. Well, happy birthday, belated birthday, Neon. As you can see, we're one member short. Hopefully, Tam's feeling better. She messaged me a little bit ago, said her back was hurting, so she's not going to be able to make it. But that's okay. And hopefully, she'll feel better. Take some meds. Chill out, and she'll be all right.
Yeah, take care of yourselves. Trust me.
Yeah. Tim, you've had a hell of a week. Why don't you just
I've had a hell of a week, yeah.
Fill everybody in on what you've been doing that hasn't been following along.
Oh, if you haven't been following along, yeah. Basically, for a very long time now, I've been putting off a little bit of a heart problem I've had, and finally went in to get it fixed. Found out that I shouldn't have been putting it off at all. It was extremely bad. I had 80 millimeters of my 110 millimeters, my LAD, aka the Widowmaker, stented because it was virtually non-existent. So, yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, which is good. We need you here.
But now I know I was getting winded and stuff really easy. I mean, I wonder why.
Right? Fiddy, what up, Fiddy? Moth, how's it going? Good morning. Yes, we're glad that you got that taken care of and that you are here with us. And it's gotta be scary when they tell you, oh yeah, by the way, the one that is going to like immediately kill you almost did.
Oh, that's the second time. Same thing. And last time I went 3 days. You're supposed to get 5 minutes to get to the ER if you want to survive it. This time it was like a year.
Yeah.
So a year of me dealing with it because I never actually got to that third nitro. So I was like, they said I don't have to call my doctor unless I get the third nitro. Lady Liberty's been trying to get me going for a while. I waited until after winter because there's a lot of heavy lifting in the winter, with the wood stove and the pellet stove. So yeah, shouldn't have waited.
Oh, I'm just as bad. I don't go to the doctor for nothing unless I'm like, I gotta be dying.
Well, even there, the first
and then they were just like, I'll dig my own hole and just just fall in it. And be done.
They kept putting me on the back burner because again, my body mass has a slight little blip on a EKG is the only reason I didn't get the stress test fully. It's the only reason I got thrown in there, and they kept putting me on the back burner. When they went in there, they told me it was the most invasive non-heart attack because you have to have damage for it to be a heart attack.
Yes.
Non-heart attack, non-bypass surgery they had ever done.
Jesus Christ.
Ever done. So that's actually, yeah. So I made a statistic again.
Making history.
And I still was like fully functional. I mean, other than the fact I got winded and my blood pressure was a little high.
Yeah. Let's see, I see the Canadian Vapors out there. Morning, Paul. Free Rider. How's it going? Pippa, what's up, Pippa? Gotta be like
good to see you.
12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning for you over there. James Rivera, good morning, good sir.
And I will change this to public because I put this together. Frank and I were talking this morning, so I put together a recipe, and I looked up a real recipe for a custard thing, and then I went, oh, I got a couple new flavors I want to try out with that, so I did, and then I made it, but then I decided to put a twist in it that Frank already knows that I'm hoping it works out. If it works out, this will be tasty.
I think it will.
I think it will. It did need that boost, like I said, though. I think it's a little too blah without it.
Let's see. Sam's working on his new setup, his new mixing corner. Cool.
Nice.
Vapor Queen Becky, how's it going? Haven't seen you in a hot minute.
So you're getting a new mixing corner together, Sam. Is it a camera mixing corner or is it not off-camera mixing corner?
Yeah, that's
because if it's an on-camera mixing corner, Saturdays, all you gotta do is let me know.
Yeah, I did another tweak of my jacked up grape, and it was weird because right off the bat, I was like, "Oh man, this is medicinal. It's Dimetap." But then after a few hours, I guess that went away, and it's been decent.
Nice.
Oh, he got into a new apartment, had to tear everything down. Oh, okay. Hey, Marsh, what's up?
That. I'm missing one flavor. I'm gonna have to search over there because I didn't bring my tray over.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I'll just bring my tray over.
Yeah, so far early in the early in the voting, basically no profile at all next week is leading right now by 15%.
Yeah, I voted for that.
Oh, geez, Pippa. 1:05 in the morning, woke up having a bad dream, so you thought you can make things good by checking me out. The chair, what's up, chair? What's up, Bill?
Well, you guys take care of yourselves. Chair, you be exceptionally careful. Heard stories about his neighborhood and the way like people are dying off. It's like, no, he needs to get out of this loop.
Yeah.
Be careful. Bubble wrap your house. Bubble wrap yourself if you have to.
No,
don't bubble wrap your face because that actually is the opposite of what you need.
Well, no, we just gotta get him to move out of that neighborhood.
I know.
That's it.
Or at least move to the, like he said, move to the top of the neighborhood. So
yeah, he'll be on the other side of the curve.
Yeah, so he'll be on the other side. I believe, yeah, it's in here. I gotta find Custard Premium.
Instead of being at the 9th hole, he could be at the the first hole. He can be up at the clubhouse.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we know he's got to live.
We might as well just move it. You gotta just move right to the green anyway. I mean, there's no point if he be anywhere else. That's where he spends most of his time anyway.
Yeah. Well, I think he spends most of his time in the rough and in the, in the bunker and.
Okay. Yeah, we know that, but we're trying to be nice.
Keep it real. You don't need, You don't want,
Try and be nice and let everybody believe that he's always like playing these good games.
Yeah, Tam is a little under the weather. She said she hurt her back again, so she's convalescing at home right now. She'll be okay. Chocolate mint milkshake. Now, see, that's not my profile, but
sounds good.
Yeah, it does sound good. Yeah, the knuckle test is usually half the battle. If it knuckles good, you just hope it vapes good. I'm trying to think, what did I mixed something recently that it knuckled great, and then when I vaped it, I was just like, I was disappointed.
I did something the opposite lately. I had something I knuckled, and I was like, I'm not sure this is gonna work out. And I vaped it. It's like, ooh, that's nice. So you never know. I mean, you can't always go off the knuckle whether or not it's gonna be good and tasty. But
yep.
Usually you can.
Yeah.
Wow. I hope it's in here. Trying to find my Custard Premium.
Tastes like a creamy after 8 mint. Okay, yeah, it works.
That's something I got to play with soon too. I want to try that double chocolate from Capella.
Yeah, Tam will be okay. She just had, she tweaked her back, so she's just chilling out. Yeah, if it's not good on the knuckle, try it on the palm. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Not good on a palm, try it on your bum. Hey, you never know. Maybe it needs that contrast.
Even the worst liquid could be a good lubricant, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a hell of a week this week. Monday, went up, delivered in Virginia, get up to Baltimore, and the truck started not running right. And I was just like, something was weird. So I got to where I was loading at and realized that one of my airlines going to one of my brake chambers had rubbed a hole in it. So had a kid come out, 24 years old, really ambitious, knew what he was doing, and he fixed it within an hour. And he was telling me he's 24 years old, wife, couple of kids, making 100 grand a year already. I'm like, you know what, dude, you're doing it right. I say, just keep going. Hey.
All right.
Sup?
Yo, what up, dude?
Just got out of work.
Nice.
Yeah, sure. Figure I'll fucking walk home with you gentlemen and everybody in chat who I can't see.
Good to see you.
Only a 20-minute walk.
That ain't bad.
Adam came out and did some mixing last night.
It looks chilly there today, Adam.
It's like 50,
There we go.
52, maybe. It's windy as fuck though.
Yeah, I was
Oh, yep.
I was up in Michigan on Wednesday night and Thursday, and it was chilly. Yeah. And it was the wind though. It really wasn't. I mean, it was like in the 40s, and the bright sunshine, but the wind was just whipping. And it was cold.
Yep. Yeah, there's like
Yeah,
a
the
chilly
wind.
air.
Yeah, we got up early this morning. It was chilly here.
It was
Yeah.
chilly. It cooled off here yesterday, but today's supposed to be like in the 80s. So.
Oh shit. 80s.
As like yesterday, I was down in South Carolina. It was even in the morning. It was warm.
Oh shit.
Paul missed last night's show. He said he was making dinner. I said yesterday. I got home and I was just like I didn't feel like doing shit. Oh, Kentucky Derby coming up next weekend. Break out the main juleps. Yeah,
Hello, bird.
Yeah, so I did watch all of the remainder of Ozark yesterday. I just binge watched it all day, and yeah, it was. The hype was real. It's really good. Oh, Fresh Market.
Peace.
Ah. There's a guy I work with that I've been helping out a lot lately, and he's from the he grew up right there around Comiskey Park.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he said name in a neighborhood. It's a real Italian neighborhood. Oh, I'm trying to remember. Was it Greenwood maybe or something? I forget what he said it was called.
I'm trying to think. I used to work in that neighborhood too.
Yeah.
Like right by Comiskey Park.
Yeah, he's not Italian, but
35th and
he lived
Princeton.
in an Italian neighborhood. And
Yeah, there's still a few in Chicago.
yeah. Yeah, this dude is cool. I think he ended up living out in the suburbs, something like out by Joliet.
Ah, that's where my friend Rick, the Sausage King, lives. It's Elwood, Illinois, but it's right outside of Joliet,
Oh,
which
I
I
know.
find funny because
I know Elwood.
Elwood was one of the Blues Brothers, and they
Yes.
were using, Jake
Every-
was incarcerated in Joliet, which
Yes.
is fucking hilarious. I love that shit. Like,
Yeah, there's a-
Elwood, did they
That's why I
name it
had
for
two
him?
different bags.
Yeah,
That's
there's
why I
a
couldn't
big
find it.
railhead there in Elwood that I've worked out of before. It's
Fire
interesting
station.
place. Oh, cool.
Yeah, I like walk behind the scenes for this little stretch right here. I'm like, there's the street over there,
Ah,
and I'm kind of like just behind shit, basically. Take this route every day.
well, that works.
If somebody wants to jack me for this phone, they're gonna have to get a freaking razor blade to the jugular.
There you go.
My box cutter is right here. I normally wouldn't hold it, but I figure I'd give everybody like a view. No, you really want to see my face. There you go.
Yeah, Brett.
Need a
Yeah,
selfie stick.
yeah, I figured Ozark was filmed not far from you. I know you're a Missouri guy.
A cold day in hell before I recognize Missouri.
Yes, it's funny that
Oh, it is.
very part of that show was filmed in the Ozarks, and the other part was filmed in Chicago. So there you go,
Yeah.
downtown Michigan Avenue and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I
Tony
used to go to
Laura,
school like a
what's up,
block away from there.
Oh, nice.
Tony! Yeah, I went to school on lake in Wabash.
Oh yeah, Bill says they see a man with a beard, hoodie, and dark glasses. They'd be more worried about you jacking them than them jacking you.
This is true.
Oh yeah, Brett's in Springfield, Missouri. Yep. Isn't that the capital of Missouri, Springfield?
Yes, maybe.
Maybe. I know in Illinois, Springfield's the capital. So.
Yeah, maybe it's not the Springfield or the capital
Yeah.
of Missouri then.
No. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna adapt this actually.
I don't remember. Man, that's horrible. I used to know all the capitals. I don't remember that one though.
Meter, what's the capital of your fucking state?
Right? Oh,
Yeah, meter. Yeah, meter.
Also, I'm 90% sure that Meter lives in Springfield, Missouri.
Columbia. Okay. Columbia, Missouri is the capital of Missouri. Okay.
Interesting. Gotcha. Who Googled that?
Oh well, Brett Whitney. He lives in Missouri, so he would know. So.
Oh, sweet. All right, cool.
Oh, Jefferson City. He's wrong. It was Jefferson City, not Columbia.
Oh,
Columbia,
okay.
South
That
Carolina.
sounds right.
Oh, geez.
That definitely sounds
Month
right.
is in a Zoom meeting, and she's trying to watch us and be in the Zoom meeting at the same time. Now that is multitasking.
Damn, month.
Pull that
Crazy.
shit off.
This is where I went to high
Oh,
school.
thank you, Steve Johnson.
It's a bike trail or a walking path or a quarter-mile track.
Yeah,
whatever
Paul,
you
we are
call it.
we're going to mix that one live here because I theory crafted it, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? It looks good. So I'm gonna mix it live. I think we'll be okay. I think it's gonna be a safe bet.
That's okay. This will be actually more toward Americans anyway, and plus with the VSO in it makes sense. All right.
That's like anybody that knows the thumbnail. I have the can of the Ambrosia Devon Custard. You can buy that here. I get it. Well, I used to be able to get it at my local supermarket. I don't think it sold real well, so I think that one and the rice pudding they got rid of. The rice pudding sucked though.
that's
The
too
rice
bad.
pudding was not good. Yeah, Tony, exactly. The Chrome Shop. You know. Now I won't say the chair just left the building. Sorry, Bill. Yeah, the
My high school.
Oh, cool.
Yep, I walk past it every dang day. Gym number 1. Driving simulators are in there. I learned how to drive in there.
Oh wow.
Really?
See, we never had driving simulators. That school wasn't
Never
gonna
had
put that
that.
kind of money out.
They're old as fuck, dude. They're so crappy.
look-
It's
well,
like
look at that-
basically watching a film projector. There's our driver's ed cars.
What are they, Toyotas?
I don't know, let's go see. This doesn't look shady at all. They used to be Cavaliers back in the day.
Oh yeah, I bet. I took my test in a Dodge Omni, and
They're Fords. They're Focuses.
Focuses. Okay.
Mine was in what was it? The Mercury. The
That's a
little
Fusion.
hatchback.
That's
little
a
Mercury
Ford
hatchback.
Fusion. That's an Impala, isn't it?
Yeah. No, it's a Malibu.
Oh, Malibu. Yep.
Yeah, the Malibu is not what it used to be.
No, not at all.
This
I was so
Malibu just
upset.
ain't what it used to be. Ain't what it used to be.
Yeah, Tony.
I was so excited when they said they
yeah.
were coming back with it. When they were coming back with Malibu, I'm thinking, oh, they're bringing back the muscle car, and then they
No.
brought back a grocery getter, and it wasn't even a good one.
Well, you remember they brought that back at first in like the '80s, and it was even worse. It was
George
really
Washington
cheap
High
and cheesy
School.
looking.
Yeah, it wasn't the first one almost like an escort like looking thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad. It was not good. I think it was in that class of like an escort. Well, I heard Ford
run
is
across
now,
right now.
I guess because the the price of fuel has gone up so much. Ford is going to bring the Fusion back to the U.S.
Oh, they are? They
Yep.
should, actually. That's a
Because right now Ford doesn't have any cars except for the Mustang. They do not have any
Wow.
other new cars in the United States that they sell except for the Mustang. Everything else is
That's
SUVs.
crazy.
and my aunt loved
Wow.
her.
I never even thought about that. That's nuts.
Loved
They don't
her
make a
Fusion.
Taurus anymore?
Not for retail.
Damn.
Taurus,
just for cops?
Taurus is law enforcement only. Yep. And I'm not even
Wow,
sure if
that's
they're doing
crazy.
that.
Those are some badass fucking cars, man. For Sixers?
Yeah, Honda Fits, they're not even making them anymore, Dave. Honda quit making the Fit, I think. Or at least selling it in the U.S. They might still sell them.
Wow.
They might sell them in Canada still, but they quit sending them here. The
Huh.
only thing they send from that plant now is the HRV.
Wow. That's crazy.
So they built a new plant in Mexico specifically for the fit and the HRV, and then they quit shipping the fits and just ship the HRVs now.
Hmm.
Which sucks for our load factoring. I mean,
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
realize.
our
it.
Ford plant over here.
Nice.
yeah. Well, that's the Ford plant over there is where the Explorers come out of, and the Tauruses
sir.
were coming out of there. Session drama. What's
Yep,
going
they
on?
sure were. Yo,
Yeah, Fitty, it's
the
been...
man whose reviews I always look for before buying a flavor.
Yes.
Really? Nice.
Yeah,
Session
Fitty...
drummer. Oh my God. Yes, absolutely. Always.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Fitty, it's been like 2 years, I think, since they stopped selling fusions here. They quit making them here, I think, 3 years ago. Then the only ones you can get were the ones that were imported from Mexico. Yeah, Bill, the Maverick, I hate the fact that they turned a Maverick into a pickup truck. My first car was a Maverick.
Oh, the Maverick was an awesome little car. I like that thing.
Yeah.
It kind
you
of had
could-
a Mustang look. It kind of
Yeah,
had a Mustang
it was like a fastback style, yeah. Mine was a 70. Uh-oh, Pippa just went down the tunnel ordering 27 more VSO flavors.
Holy crap.
Who was the best VSO guru besides Swaggy? Is it you, Tim? I mean,
that's very possible.
It's-
Me or it's one of the Tuesday crew, I'm sure. They got Adam and everybody. I mean, Lumi's only using basically VSO, so got that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Lumi only uses like the same 5 flavors and then doesn't
That's
touch
true.
the rest of them.
Yeah.
That's true.
Exactly.
That's also true.
And then she's like, buy these ones, damn it.
I
Yeah,
definitely
Bill,
try more of the flavors. I tried more of the strange flavors that he comes out with too.
Yeah, Bill,
whereas-
I didn't have a burnt orange Maverick. Mine was actually royal blue. It was a hand me
Yeah,
down.
yours is the same color as my my stepdad's was that blue.
Yeah, with that
Yeah,
blue
beautiful
vinyl,
blue
with that
car.
blue vinyl interior. And
Yep.
I think used
That's
to
a
change.
gorgeous
Yeah,
car.
yeah, that was the only car
He
I had.
actually, he actually had that in like the early 2000s. He had one.
You
Oh,
see the house
shit.
that doesn't belong? Here's the house that doesn't belong.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a palatial estate compared to the other houses in the
I
fucking
was gonna say that's
neighborhood.
beautiful.
Can you
Like
say?
literally.
Can you say cartel?
And then it's like, wah, wah, wah,
And-
boom! Yeah, it's very strange.
Yeah. Good morning, Kerplop.
oh man, that smells so good. I'm thinking that's gonna be awesome.
And Canadian Vapor says he's
Oh,
only
and
missing like 5 of the VSO flavors.
Jesus. All that exhaust, no fucking power.
I'm missing 0. So
Oh, damn.
I need to get off this main street. People are looking at me crazy. Let's make a turn
missing
here and
0
go
of the
down.
VSO.
Quiet block.
0 VSO flavors missing. I'm missing a couple of the T1 shots, and that's it.
Friction, good morning.
So you got that.
Hope you're
that.
doing
Jam.
well, brother. Hope you're doing good, Jab.
Jam!
This is going to be a high flavoring one because there's a lot going on in this one. So let's see how this is going to turn out.
Oh, that's like, yeah, my custard.
I don't normally do a lot of
14.
flavorings. And
Oh yeah, you guys are making custards. I'm gonna go home and make a fucking custard.
There we go.
I'm like 3 blocks away from my house, so.
There we go. Yeah. Mine's 14. It's 7 flavors and 14% flavor.
Sounds good.
Yeah, which is rare for me to go 14. I'm usually like right around 10.
where
Flower
am I at
tree,
here?
flower tree.
I put everything in. I saw 14. I'm like, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm putting this in, just putting it in. I'm realizing, man, this is way higher than I normally go. So I'm at 17.5%. This is probably the highest.
Damn, boy!
This is the highest I've ever made for a flavoring one. But okay.
Did you use 5% of Swag's custard in it, and that's why?
No, there's only 1% Swags custard. There's other custards.
Ah,
in
you
it,
did a
though.
mix.
There's
Gotcha.
other custards in it. That's it.
Show.
That's what it is. I layered a lot in there. That's
I
why
like
it's
layer custards. I like caps and TFA V2 and Inawera all mixed together.
This has got
in a
the
very
cap custard
Specific
cake,
percentages.
cap custard cake, and then I was going to use premium custard, having problems finding it, so I just went to vanilla pudding because that'll actually give it that nice gooey like texture I want. So I was like, I was kind of almost tempted. I just didn't want the vanilla.
I figure since we're talking about VSO, I've just put up on the screen there After Dark for 17%. My old code still works.
Oh.
I mean, it is a blueberry lemon custard cake, so it's got a lot going on.
Oh yeah.
It's based on a real recipe that you can really make online from all recipes. So, yeah, I'm excited. This might actually be if that lemon wafer in there that is the oddball flavor I want to try out with a little bump from VSO lemon. If that works out the way I want it to, this could be a daily for me.
Nice.
Nice.
So we'll see.
That's good.
Yeah.
Definitely has
Kitchen
potential.
Mix 6 over at Bull City still works. Yes, it does.
It's the only code I use over there.
Oh, this is gonna work nice. Oh wow. Yeah.
Ian Thomas, good afternoon, good
what I
sir.
have.
Oh,
I
the
have to use
freaking
this.
King of England, the man with the jerky.
Yes.
Okay. So far, I mean, off the knuckle, this is freaking good. Little Debbie's has nothing on this. Let's put it that way. They don't have anything on the shelf that tastes as good as this does.
Friction's throat.
And I don't
is
have
super-
any sweetener, any added sweetener at all in it.
Yeah, Friction's throat is super sore. You don't let them go that deep, Friction.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't take it
right.
that
You,
deep.
you have to. Yeah, you have to set limits, dude.
Yes.
You have to set
Unless
limits.
you're a
Make sure.
total- Unless you're a total sub. Which then, whatever, get domed. That's your thing, bro.
Sorry, you're not feeling well, bud.
I like what Bill just said there. What do you call it? What do you call it? A cow with a twitch? Beef jerky.
Gamer. Oh,
I mean,
I thought like a cow who's like streaming on Twitch.
Yeah, right.
Like he's got a Twitch account. He's thinking about becoming a full-time streamer, playing Goat Simulator.
Yeah, my buddy Alan, he finally went back on. He finally streamed last night for the first time in like 4 weeks. He's got a new co-host, and he's one of them ones that's really OCD. Everything has to be perfect, or he's not going to go live. So,
Oh, jeez.
I mean, he was having an echo issue because he's got a ton of
Still with
toys.
this shit.
He does, so he had to get it right.
it's like recording
Sidewalk
Orlando for the
closed.
podcast. I mean, that's why we record in the middle of the night, so everything's quieter.
Yeah. Uh-oh, sidewalk
That's
closed.
cool.
Use the other side.
Tell us what you really think.
Just walking in the street.
Oh, Friction is supposed to be on the phones all week for the first time for work starting Mondays. So not stoked about having a sore throat. Yeah, that doesn't work.
Oh my god.
No. There we go. Now let's try this. Not vaped off enough. Oh my god, yes, that's freaking good. Yep. Okay.
Oh, the poll's still there.
Definitely happy I heard this one.
Yeah, poll's still there, Muth. If maybe you have to
no,
refresh.
this stack doesn't put off any vapor either, can you tell?
Oh yeah, none at all. That's one thing I
Oh.
don't have. I have series boxes, but I don't have any stacks.
I gotta get my purge stack out at some
Like
point.
I-
I mean,
you know,
I haven't used that in a while.
Discing and mixing. Long time no see, my friend.
Hey.
It just says orange pull. Maybe if you click on it and pull down. Because I mean, it all comes up on mine.
Oh man.
I'm gonna share this recipe for everybody. It's actually, this is good. Blueberry lemon custard cake, blueberry VSO at 4%. Yes, I went a little high with that. I wanted that blueberry to come through.
Yes.
Buttercream frosting wonder flavors at 1.5%. Cake from VSO at 2%. Custard from VSO at 1%. Custard cake from Cap at 3%. Huckleberry VSO at 2%. Yes, the same thing with the blueberry. I wanted to boost that.
Yeah.
Lemon VSO at 0.5%. Lemon wafer cream
Shaniqua.
Lemon wafer cream type SSA,
Hi, baby.
2.5%, and the vanilla pudding flavor at 1%. And the reason I went so high with the blueberry is because it had to cut through everything else, and I knew that it was going to be a little bit of a struggle. And it's still, the blueberry's not like in your face, even the blueberry and huckleberry turned up.
It might.
It's
Well,
there.
let it steep a little bit. Give it 24 hours. I bet that blueberry will come through more. Oh,
Yeah,
there she
that's
is.
what I'm
baby.
thinking. The others are going to settle down, but it's even good right off the shake. That lemon wafer's there, but that little boost of lemon makes it so it's not just like a plain old wafer cream thing. It's actually giving it a little bit. I like this.
Come to me.
This is tasty. This will be a daily.
Come to me.
Ditch the lemon. There you go. Actually, if you ditch the lemon, you'd still be good. You can make a nice blueberry custard cake with the rest of it. Just take the 2 lemons out of it.
Cat's a lunatic.
Well, we do have a few recipes to go through this week. Everyone that used the hashtag SSMS, I thank you so much. Let me get this. That's the one I want. Let me get this to pull up. There we go.
There's a cat.
Here's what we got. So start here with muff. We got custard, smoke, and whiskey. I like this combination right here. The custard premium with the Inawera custard at 2% each. Smoked butterscotch at 0.8. Vanilla Rowan custard, my favorite Wonder Flavors custard, at 0.3. And then we got FA whiskey. I don't have that flavor. I'm not quite sure. Let me see. Has Session Drummer made any notes on it? Just out of curiosity, because it's not a flavor I'm familiar with. No, he hasn't, from what I can see. But
Sharon, you should know better. My mom don't answer that phone on Sundays.
see, sharp boozy with candy sweetness. That's cool. That sounds interesting. Them looks real good, Muff. I'll go over mine in a minute. We'll go see. Muff has another one here: bourbon cream custard cake. Here's another one. Only flavor I'm missing. That's the Tres Leches, which I still don't know why I'm missing that flavor. It's actually a good Flavor West flavor. Aged bourbon cream,
yeah.
real flavors, yes, and aged bourbon cream, Wonder flavors combined.
Fake flavors, you mean?
Yes, yeah, the Canadian flavors now they got deported.
Yeah, they sure did.
But yes, that's a nice combination right there. The only reason why I don't use the aged bourbon cream from Real Flavors that much is, one, I don't want to run out, and two, it's just not as easy to get here as it used to be. So I don't really use it at least not in mixes that I make public. The custard cake from Capella here. That's a nice addition to this at 3. The flan at 2.
That's in Tim's too, right?
Yes.
Ooh, flan. Love it.
Yep, and the Tres Leches at 1. No notes. That also looks good. We got Marsh has a couple here. Curse of Daffy, which first when I saw the thing, I'm like, what's he doing with like duck? Something like Daffy Duck, But what he did here was got salted caramel Wonder Flavors at 1, custard premium at 2, French vanilla thick at 1, nougat at 1.5. And the peanut butter taffy, there's where the Daffy comes in at 3%.
That's a good point. Between 3 and 4% is where I found that taffy shined.
Yeah, this one. Yep.
Peanut butter taffy.
I like what he says here. I wasn't going to put this up, but I read by Mixing Twins, aka Fiddy's recipe, and he changed it up last minute too. We almost had the exact idea and recipe. And also, the idea to change, I did a raspberry custard last minute, so I'll put up both. Yes. We'll hit that up real quick, then we'll go to Fiddy's. Razzle Me. Blueberry Muffin Wonder Flavors at 2. The Premium Raspberry, which, Tim, I believe you have that one, don't you?
The premium raspberry? Yes, I do. I haven't
SSA?
used it, but I do have it. Yeah. 1.5%
of that. The raspberry syrup at 0.5. Shortbread cookie at 1. The vanilla custard at 3, or Vanilla Custard 2 from TFA at 3, and Vanilla Pudding at 1. Michelle Hughes would love you for using the Vanilla Pudding. Razzle Dazzle is Raspberry Custard. The premium raspberry pairs nicely with raspberry syrup to top off some custard. A bit of blueberry muffin for good luck, and finish with a dusting of shortbread. Nice. I like that. I just don't have the premium raspberry, which sucks. I wish I did. I see Rocky Tooney. He did Rocky Road Custard Pudding off Flavora. I may mix this one up. He went with raspberry as well, raspberry and chocolate, which is a really good combination.
Hell yeah.
Chocolate Deutsch, which is a German chocolate, a little coconut note in it. 0.6. Marshmallow vanilla at 1. Raspberry at 0.8. Strawberry at 0.6. Vanilla custard at 1, and vanilla pudding at 1. I like the picture.
Nice.
I would eat that picture all day long. It looks like an Italian dessert.
I'm locked in my room. There you go.
Uh-oh.
But excuse me, Shaniqua. Hi. What's your problem?
And let's see,
What do you need in your life?
We got Fiddy with spiced peach custard. Of course, he's got them medicine flower things in there that I don't have. So.
Oh, son of a bitch.
See,
You'll never be able to make that shit.
Catalan cream, which is a very nice creme brulee from FA at 1. French vanilla thick at 1. Nectarine medicine flower 0.6. Rich cinnamon at 0.2. So that's pretty potent. Unless it's a dilution, I've seen the notes. Summer peach silver from medicine flower at 0.4. Vanilla custard 2 at 3. I've seen a theme there with the vanilla custard 2. And the medicine flower white peach at 0.4. Got a couple other ideas, but another mixer who I caught my mixing twin, Dave Marshall, had the same idea, so it was close, so he didn't put up. So this is my last minute change. He's going to mix it during the stream. Awesome. I like how they're working together there.
I'm debating on if I'm getting that after vaping it a little bit. The lemon wafer has like off the knuckle has this in this mix gives it almost a soapy taste. And at first I didn't think it was giving it in a vape, but I'm almost kind of getting it. So I wonder if that's going to tone out, going to steep out or not. I'll have to actually check on this.
Yeah.
Because there is almost like she said it too and she knuckled it. It's got like a weird soapy note. It's definitely that lemon wafer.
Yeah.
So I will have to see about this, whether or not this works out.
And this is what I did since it's also Lady Liberty's birthday today. I made Cassie's birthday custard. I'm actually going to mix this and we'll see how it goes. Coconut custard wonder flavors at 2. Because let me preface this. Last week, Cassie said she wanted a Samoa cookie. And I've done a bunch of different Samoa cookies. So I said, well, I'm going to incorporate this into the custard. And be like, a crushed up Samoa cookie mixed in with some custard. So we got the coconut custard at 2, desiccated coconut vape train 1.5, the Nimo bar for the chocolate, and add a little bit more cookie at 2. Shortbread cookie is one of our flavors at 2. A little bit of sweetener, half of for flavor sweetness. Toasted coconut cheesecake was just add more to that coconut at 3, and vanilla custard 2 for your custard note at 3 as well. So it's a 14% total mix, which is high for me, but it works. Oh, thanks, James Holden. Have put some notes in. He's got all the flavors. He's going to mix it up, and he's going to give it a rating after it steeps out. Yeah, I'm thinking this isn't going to be a real shake and vape, but it'll still be good. I'm thinking maybe let's close that out. I'm thinking it'll be a couple days. Oh, thanks, Sam. Thank you, Rocky. Oh, Rocky Tooney. Hey, what's going on? Let's see. I was concentrating on that. I wasn't looking at chat. Did I miss anybody else coming in? FA whiskey is delicious. Awesome. Yeah, I am missing out. I'm gonna have to. Let's see if I'm assuming Bull City probably has it. I'll have to check it out. Let's see.
I'll make a comment on that because that's actually very true. So no one mixes that and thinks, oh, that's got that weird note. I want to put it in there that does have that weird note. We'll see what it's like after steep, but there's a lot going on in this mix, so it's got to settle down, I think.
Yeah, I must got Sam really excited the way he was yelling there.
Sam is yelling at us.
Go ahead and mix this up.
Oh yeah.
An update on Cassie's raspberry birthday cake. Cassie's raspberry birthday cake after steep. Freaking amazing. Just only use the VSO cake. The cake actually somehow comes forward. It's more cake than anything else. It tastes like a real like chunk of cake, you know, with just a little frosting on it and some. It's actually really, really good. And she actually picked up stuff today to try and make one, but she didn't get the raspberry, so she's a little upset.
Oh, Rocky's wife is painting and he's doing the cutting in. And see, in my house it'd be the exact opposite. Because for one, I hate painting. So I do the easy bulk work. If I really get pressured into it. And Beth will do all the cutting in because she's way better at painting. That's one thing I suck at is painting. It's just, I just can't do it. I don't like it. I just do not like to do it. It's one of those things. I don't know why. I don't. All right, let's see. Got everything squared away. Let's go to the mix cam. There we go. Now, my recipe back up.
There's the live chat.
It's just right there too. Okay. Slap this together. I'm gonna make 50 mils of this because I think it's gonna be that good.
Yes, that'll be sitting aside for Steve because I see if that note goes away. If not, the lemon will have to be adjusted. Again, the chair said, you know, take the lemon out. Well, take the lemon out, you wouldn't have any problems because that's the only note that's actually weird.
All right.
Off the shake. But also, if I take that out, I'll just bump up the VSO lemon and go with that. I was just trying to see if I could make a new, different kind of like lemon flavor that might work with a cake.
Lemon
Now I get it.
Express. That's all you need. Lemon Express.
You are an advocate for Lemon Express. That is true.
It is
It's
a really
not the
good
first
flavor.
time I've heard you say it.
Fucking delicious.
I think that was like the first flavor express flavor I ever got, and still the one I use more than any other.
Sweet strawberry for me.
Flavor express.
Oh wait, that's Jungle Flavors. I'm
Yeah.
thinking the same store.
Yeah.
Different fucking flavor. Yeah. Flavor Express. What other flavors do I even? Sun Seeds? That's Flavor Express, right? I don't use that very much though.
See if we can put in coconut custard.
I gotta look and see what of their flavors I have.
Bill Express lemon to the trash can. He's not a lemon person, no.
Well,
or a
that's
cheesecake
fine.
person. So make him a lemon cheesecake and ship it to him.
Just put SSA lemon cheesecake in a bottle with sweetener and call it a day. Here, vape this. Enjoy it.
But now all of a sudden my air button's finally going to take the crap on.
Search
No.
flavors. F.
No, truthfully, it's a
Okay.
nut and cream. This is a nut and cream. That's lemon. No, it's a nut and
Sweet
cream. You gotta
rice
try
is
it. Put it in.
FE. FE mango is really good. FE green tea is good. I have a couple tobaccos that I got for like 69 cents from them that are pretty decent. Their blended tobacco is like a very generic, slightly ashy tobacco.
Yeah, Brett. Those are all good flavors. And pretty much all go well together. Right
Yes,
there.
oak milk. I always kind of wanted that flavor, Pippa, but I never ordered it though.
Oh, the oat milk. I've heard of it. Do I have it? It's possible. If I have, I haven't used it. Let me see.
Muff is a lemon virgin.
Oh my gosh.
No, I don't have oat milk. Ah, crap. I have seen it used a lot though, in some recipes.
Shortbread cookies going on.
realized like four more flavors disappeared off my ELR again because when I went to go put them in, they weren't there, even though they've already been put in
Really?
several times.
I don't think I've had that problem.
It happens every once in a while. You get a few flavors that just kind of drop off your flavor stash. So you gotta like one day I'm gonna have to go through these and actually count them all and see what I have.
I
So
forgot.
you know what
I forgot
happened?
to
Probably
put-
happened, Tim. Is you spelled them wrong, and the database cleanup fucking got rid of your misspelled fucking flavor out of the database.
Yes.
Because I know you're good for
VSO
that.
The VSO lemon that I've used 1,000 times, unless Swaggy's changed the way he's written it, is
Some
one of them
you
that
may have.
disappears
There's
off.
probably like 5 different copies of VSO Lemon on fucking ELR. That's probably why. In fact, we're gonna find out right now.
Then my
Oh,
recipes
lemon.
should show up. It wasn't there anymore.
No, there's one, the right one, with 497 recipes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would be worried. That's what I would be concerned. I've never had any flavors disappear from my stash. That's why I've never seen that happen.
Because the official count is I have now 519, but there's also some that aren't in there. But I
Mine
know
is
aren't in there.
exactly 600.
Yeah, but of your 519, what about 400 of them are VSO now?
I think that's around
what's
200,
Swaggy up to?
200, probably around 200, 250, somewhere, or 200, somewhere around there. Hold on. I could actually do that. Although I won't be able to count it, will I?
No.
No. I can tell you how my pages.
Let's use Linux. Then you could copy the list into a command line and tell it to parse it and tell you how many lines there are. Because Linux is smarter than fucking Windows.
I could tell you there are a lot of them. There's a lot of them, that's for sure.
Yeah, for
again, there's
funsies.
also-
Here, this is my VSO list right here. It's still going. It's still going. There we go.
Nice. Rocky, your
Listen
lemon
'em out.
Sicily turned to pepper. Is that which one? Which lemon Sicily? The FA or the Capella?
Oh yeah, yeah. That's a good question.
I think everybody used to use that FE sweet rice a bunch, Brett. It was like the hype flavor for a minute.
Yeah.
I don't even remember why. Probably
because-
Wayne.
No, Shindo mango sticky rice.
Oh, that would've done it.
That's
Yep,
where it all
that
got-
would've done it.
That's where it all got started.
Yeah, that would have done it. For sure. That was it. I don't know if I ever made that recipe exactly how he made it because I was missing something, but I made like a variation of it that I really liked.
I bought the one shot from Chef's and
Oh, my right
mixed
side
a
just
whole
went out
bunch
again.
of it, and I was
There it
just
goes.
like, I wasn't impressed.
I need to order those headphones.
And while we're doing
it
custard
helps-
today,
It helps when you put a
Does it-
battery in a mod.
Oh yeah, that
question
helps.
for I got a question for the two of you. What is your personal favorite custard mix you've made yourself?
Like actual finished recipe?
Yes.
My
Mine
bu-
is definitely my blackberry
Does it
custard.
have to be a custard or can it just contain custard in it?
Well, a custard. Well, yeah, I would say the custard has to be present, type thing.
I would say my butterscotch RY4
that's-
custard, my original one.
That's not a whole
Granted,
lot.
it's like 20-something% flavoring, and it's from like 2018, but actually 2017, I think it might have been something like that. And I made gallons of that stuff until I got tired of vaping it.
I don't really ever make just custards. Hold on, I'm looking though.
Mine's definitely my blackberry custard, and for a second would be the VSL only version of this same recipe.
Yes.
So I just put in there. The blackberry custards is blackberry VSO 2.5%, huckleberry VSO at 1%, super sweet cap at 1%, vanilla custard cap at 3%, and vanilla pudding flavor at 1%. And I could not get enough of that. That was actually more than just an ADV. I could actually probably vape that for weeks on end.
Yes, Martha, I will snatch that up. I can tell everyone all the flavors, and I will put it here in chat. I want to say it's an old recipe, but it's one of them oldies but a goodies, I guess. Let's see, do I gotta sign in? I know, man. Go to my stuff, recipes.
Now, one change I would now probably make to that recipe. That's the other question. If you find your favorite recipe, is there anything you'd think about trying and change? I would probably, on top of that whole mix, just keep it the same, but add 1% VSO to bring out those lighter notes in the custard that I love that mix.
Yeah, this is
So I have a
21.
feeling
This is
that's what I do.
21.8% is what this turned out to be.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Don't be scared of them high percentages.
Okay,
That's
it was
gonna happen.
2018. May 27, 2018 is when I mixed this. When I
Nice.
released it. It only has 3,200 views on it and only 2 reviews.
Holy crap.
It doesn't surprise me. Nobody reviews shit anymore on the sites.
True.
It's a Canadian Vapor. Thank you, Paul.
There you go, Moth.
I don't know if I have like a favorite custard that I made. I'm looking at my recipes and it's like there's nothing that's fucking blowing me away. This one, if I could find it.
And yes, I am about to save this as a V2.
So this
with that 1%,
recipe
'cause I know I
has
like it.
custards in it.
Well, mine
It
has.
can only be you.
Oh, cannoli.
Oh, that sounds.
It's a 0.5% Inawera biscuit, 0.5% FA cookie, 2% Inawera custard, 1.5% FA meringue, 3% New York cheesecake from Cap,
There you go.
sweetened to taste. I used a half in it. Cap's custard, 3 V1, Vienna cream, FA 0.5, yellow cake flavor West 0.5.
Nice.
This one actually has reviews on it.
Yeah, Vigo.
Nice.
And I appreciate that shit.
There we go.
This is recent. A year ago.
Nice.
Never even saw that.
Nice.
I would make this, but I ran out of FA cookie. I actually need to reorder that
Oh,
like
yeah.
sooner than later.
Yeah, I have a
Uh,
decent sized bottle of that.
Yeah, and that's
this is
fair.
probably one of the best like coffee vapes I've ever fucking made. Like it just fucking goes down so perfectly with coffee.
It looks that way, yeah. But my favorite mixes with
March
coffee
8th,
have no coffee
2018.
in them. So,
Yeah, there's not a coffee
Usually-
flavor to be found in there.
hey Michelle, well, I'm glad you're here though. You're about an hour earlier than you normally are, so it's perfect. So usually right when we're checking out. So
You should.
And Neon's
Order.
comment to review things if they really like it, but not reviewing it because it tastes subjective. That makes sense, especially when you talk about certain things like chocolates and coffees,
yes,
because that's a very specific to what your taste buds are.
Yep.
So you can review it nasty, and it's like that's just because you can't taste it the same way most people do. So yeah, usually I only focus on the positive reviews for that reason, because what you don't like doesn't mean someone else isn't gonna love.
true.
With there's a few exceptions. I mean, some things are universally known as being nasty.
Yeah, I mean, I accept constructive criticism, but don't just say, "Oh, well, this just sucks," because it's
Yeah,
a
exactly.
because it's a flavor profile you don't like. If it's a flavor
Right.
profile you don't like, then why bother mixing it and reviewing it?
Yep, exactly.
And that's why, like when I was doing a lot of reviews, still, I was doing some e-liquid reviews, but I would always say, "But taste is subjective. This is what I'm tasting from it, not so much whether
Right.
I like it or don't like it. It's I'm getting this note, and this note." But you may not get those notes, but this is just what I'm getting. This is just my opinion.
Oh, by the way, Michelle, don't worry. I did use vanilla pudding. It's okay.
Yeah.
Don't placate to her pudding agenda.
Actually, it's even in the blackberry custard V2. There's vanilla pudding in that one too.
Ah,
So,
jeez.
there you go. Yeah. Well, it works. It works. I mean, yes, that's some more Americanized, but I mean that's another reason why I do try
Well,
to placate.
you're
for,
in-
like,
Do I even
whether
do
it's
I even vape?
for the UK mixing show in here. I
What's the
do
left of
try
the neck?
to like make a more proper custard when I
You
mix
have
on the
an
UK
American
show.
flag behind you. Don't worry about it. Americanize the shit out of it.
But I do know that to them it doesn't taste like a custard because it's not an actual custard,
But
just like
here's-
a lot of the Canadians.
Like that ambrosia Devon custard. You know what I get from
Yeah.
that? It's a thin vanilla pudding.
Yeah,
That's what I mean, with not a lot of vanilla. It's just like a thin pudding base.
that's what I love about the vanilla pudding from Flavor. It doesn't feel thin. Actually, it kind of works good as a thickener in some to a degree. That it's not a thin pudding, which is nice. Where it
Fuck is
plays
going on
really
back
well
here?
with custards. It plays extremely well with custards. To me, it just gets that like sweet, tangy note that you know from. Well, what we'd have here is more of a commercial custard, where it's a little more gooey and a little less hard.
Yeah. Tommy, hey, Tommy B. Been a while there, at least a week, maybe two.
Well,
Growing up near the Canadian border, you get a little bit of a taste of both, so you do know there's a complete difference between the two.
Yeah.
Sadly, if you're in some
Okay,
areas of the
Rock.
country, you might never have had that experience. See you, Rocky. See, there wasn't enough milk and honey. That's why. Nobody did any milk and honey. He got upset. He left. I'm sorry, Rocky. I'm so sorry.
I just used that in something I was vaping. I remember what. Like a day or two ago. Where did I put milk
Not
and
o-
honey in?
And not only is it the best seller, we were just talking about. Swaggy brought this up the other day when
Oh.
we were talking in the chat about blueberry being his best seller. You know, that's the one I run out of the fastest of all of them. Is
Well,
the
there you
blueberry.
go.
It really is.
I
And it's
use
a
that one
flavor
the
that's-
most, but I think he sent it to me like 3 times, so I have extra.
I have
just
quite a
around
bit.
of
I
it.
have quite a bit of it myself. Yeah.
I've got an extra 30 because I bought one and then
And I
Library
also have
sent me some.
V2 and raw
Or
as well.
extra
So
of
Yeah. I don't have.
I think
either
V2
one.
tastes different though.
Oh, look.
I think V2 is more tart, personally.
No, Librarian sent me 30, but he sent me like one of the OG bottles.
Oh,
I have not used
Oh, I
blueberry
have-
raw yet.
that's not even the OGest of the OG bottles.
No,
Frank
not the OG.
Levenshap.
But it's more
Oh my
OG
God,
than
yeah.
more OG than what I have. So
Yeah,
What up,
I like
Frank?
the hard plastic ones that you know if you're trying to mix a large
You-
batch, it sucks because you're just sitting there.
you're gonna break your fingers.
Yeah, yeah. You may like tear a muscle in your hand.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know how I feel about this liquid I made yesterday.
Oh yeah, Brett. Yeah,
I
Brett,
actually
Brett
love
Whitney
that.
mentioned about if he finds his yeah. He wonders if flavor companies are gonna have a hard time sourcing raw materials. Yes, they are. Some of them are actually having some issues with that.
Yeah, that blueberry Arnold Palmer I made last night. Oh, it's freaking good. It's really good. I mean, it's very reminiscent, not 100% obviously, but it's reminiscent of. Have you ever had the blueberry lemonade tea from Brisk?
I haven't
No.
had that one.
Brisket?
No.
I've never had that one.
It tastes very similar.
Arnie S.
I have
and I was
red
worried-
disc now.
And I was
Game over
afraid
custard
because I
is
was using
awesome.
VSO blueberries, so it'd be too fresh. But I was thinking it might need a little bit more of an artificial flavor, but it worked. So I was happy about that. I was afraid it would be too much like a fresh blueberry. I think the Buddha's Hand citron in it actually helped to give it that little bit of that off blueberry taste.
Mm-hmm.
I avoid Brisk now because they put fucking sucralose in it. And I don't like drinking artificial sweetener in anything.
That's true. That they do.
So does
I
wine
avoid
punch.
it because it's got way too many carbs in it for me, so I won't drink it.
About 5 years ago, I remember I got like one of those big gallon jugs. It might have been longer than that. It might have been about 7 or 8 years ago. I bought one of those big gallon jugs of fucking Hawaiian Punch because I was like, it's been a while since I had Hawaiian Punch. It used to be so good and sweet and sugary and had all the high fructose corn syrup in it. And I fucking took it home and I poured myself a glass. And I was like, what the fuck? Did I buy Diet? And I looked at the bottle and I looked everywhere. I'm like, what the fuck? This says regular Hawaiian Punch. It tastes like Diet. And I looked at the ingredients. Sucralose. Bastards. If it's not fucking Diet, don't put fucking artificial sweetener in it.
Right?
Stop it.
Tommy B was out of commission for a while. He finally caught the Backstreet Boys reunion.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I'm glad
I've
you're doing better
still
now,
avoided
brother.
it. I got a wicked flu last week, but and like 103 temperature, but
Ooh.
no vids.
Yeah, well, that's like what was it, Easter Sunday. I was feeling really crappy. I did the stream. My voice wasn't all that there,
Oh, I was
all there,
dead
and
on
then
Easter.
and that afternoon before everybody came over, I went ahead and took a home pregnancy test, and yeah, it came back negative.
Yeah. Yeah, I took one and sure enough, I was like, well, I guess I'm just fucking normal sick. Okay.
That's what mine was.
First
just
time in
allergies, I
like
guess.
3
Oh.
years that I got the flu. So
I
Fun
hadn't had to be tested for it, that swab thing, until I
Yeah.
went into the and not in the hospital. Fine, till they give you a room. Then before we can give you a room, we got to shove this. Oh my god, that burns! It burns. They shove that
Wait, where
in
did
deep.
they-
Hold it there. We got to hold it there like 10, 15 seconds.
in
Yeah.
your nose or in
Like,
your mouth?
Nose.
Oh,
But
okay.
it was-
Yeah, I've had when I had my sinus infection due to staph in 2018, or yeah, 2018. My post hospital stay tests were worse than anything I ever had to endure in the hospital because they stuck this thing that rightfully should
It
not.
was in there at
No,
least that far.
it's not even the
at least.
length. It was the diameter of it that should
Oh.
not have fit in a fucking human nostril. I mean, I felt it tickling my fucking skull, dude.
Well, that
It was
yeah,
so far and
that-
so big.
Yeah, that's what she said. It wasn't the length; it was the thickness.
For real.
It felt like they're trying to shove that swab out the back of your head. Is what it felt like.
'Cause
It's
I've
like,
had
what
the
are
swab.
you doing?
This
Ugh.
thing that I had does not
Well,
even
there's
come
what the
close.
chair
It was
said.
like,
Tim had the rectal one.
oh, they shoved the booty one up your nose, dude.
Oh man, we
Did-
actually
did
when
it
the
smell-
nurses
did it
and I
smell
were
like
joking
shit?
about that.
You
Did it
just had a
smell like-
rectal test.
I'm just-
They have to
Oh,
check your
staph
temperature
infection,
constantly.
Yeah, I've heard
And-
that about staph infections. I heard they're terrible. I
They
had
have
a
to
friend-
check your temperature. And when I got in the cath lab, they took my temperature again.
It was not fun.
And the nurse had a good sense of humor and goes, "I promise it's not the rectal one." I said, "Oh, I heard you guys did reuse those for the oral later." And he goes, "Oh, those ones are the blue ones." And oh, this is blue. I'm sorry.
at least he had a, you know.
she, but yeah,
at
she had a
least
sense of humor.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was. No, that was like that. I actually got really lucky this time. The staff was just, and my roommate, like we had like a Saturday night game stream conversation similar to what we have on Saturday nights
Oh, cool.
happening in my room in the middle of the night with my roommate and I. We're having a
Oh
ball.
Jesus!
In walks one of the night nurses and she just has a what the hell's going on look on her face and I go, I'm sorry, we're what we were saying is kind of offensive. We're just having some fun. And she went right with it and had fun with us.
Well,
It's like,
yeah, they're
I bring
people.
out the best in people, you know.
This
No,
turned
but-
out
it was
this,
fun.
Nasal probes after
Just-
being sick.
this turned out really nice off the shake. This is gonna be really good after a couple of days. I'm tempted to leave it sit here until next weekend, but I want to take it with me.
I think with mine it's actually just the cream for the cream wafer and the other creaminess, like the custards and everything. I think they just gotta spend a little time together.
Is it
I'm
drowned-
thinking. I'm hoping.
Or was it overpowering the everything else and drowning it out?
No, it's got like a weird soapy, but I think that's because it hasn't melded yet. It's like separated. I'm hoping that's what it is. Otherwise, like, I put it in the notes so there if someone mixes it, they get the same note. And I'm gonna wait a week and test it and see what we got. It's gonna need a weekend now. It's got a lot of stuff going on.
Oh yeah.
Might even need a few weeks. I'm not sure yet. I did do a lot of strange creams in there, I went for custards and creams. So, not an actual cream, but different custards than that wafer with cream.
Oh yeah, Adam, you would appreciate what I made on the Blackstone last weekend.
Oh
Beer-
shit! What was it?
Beer brats.
Oh my
that
gosh!
sounds
Got some beer brats over there.
Yep.
Oh, I fucking love beer brats.
I made a quick short video of it and got like almost 500 views.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I kind of butchered the
video.
video a little bit, but it still looked good. I just like slapped it together real quick. I was just like, I know everyone likes it when I put something out. Michelle, I've had mine for almost a year now. I have the 36-inch 4-burner I got from Lowe's last year around.
I
Was it
got
4th of July
mine
weekend?
like 5-6 years ago. Mine didn't even have a cover on it.
Yeah, mine
And
came with the
Fiddy,
cover.
that's my fear, Fiddy, is it might not steep out. I might have to just pull that lemon wafer right out of there. It might just be too many things. Kind of like Bill's mix he had a problem with. I think it's just he had too many different things that just brought
Chris
out
Doyle,
certain
hey,
notes.
how's it going?
Yeah. So I'll know in a week or two, probably,
Ooh.
for sure.
Michelle, they are well worth it.
Oh, it's delicious.
I mean, I use mine every weekend, especially now that the weather's broken and got nice out. I mean, I do my steaks on there. I do burger. I mean, do it every. If you can cook it on anything, you can cook it on there. I know a lot of people.
I'm pretty sure a propane cylinder weighs over 5 pounds, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Crap. So I'm not gonna be allowed to do it for another 4 or 5 days before I can get mine out. But I made those bacon wrapped jalapenos are the best thing on it.
Dude.
And you couldn't make them on anything else. You can't make them in a frying pan like that. The griddle is the only way to make them.
Exactly.
It was so good.
No, I will not restart to install the latest Windows updates, fucker.
I had to do that before the stream. I had to do it before the stream.
Fucking busy.
I'm starting to feel left out here that mine hasn't asked for it. Like but
Adam's fast enough to have that in the background and it'll stay. My computer.
Yeah, but then you got to reboot.
And it wouldn't do nothing. Yeah. It's like, come on, work.
Windows makes you reboot, unlike Linux, which is infinitely better. Oh, am I on a Linux tirade today? I'm just shitty. Me and Windows have a love-hate relationship. If I could use my 3D programs and my recording software on Linux, I would never use Windows ever fucking again. Also Photoshop. And yes, there's ways to use them in virtual. No, I don't want to fucking do that.
And Adam made this thing last night that he sent for me. I got a screenshot of the bunny.
Fiddy,
my bunny.
Oh, I love that bunny.
Fiddy, you're correct. You're correct on the vanilla cupcake. The Capella is more the frosting, and the TFA is more cake. So I use both of them. If I'm looking to make a frosted cupcake, I use both.
Yep.
Here, I'll show everybody the bunny I rendered yesterday.
Yeah.
There's my bunny I made yesterday.
That's now my background of my computer right there.
It's
that's
so
the background.
fluffy. Look at his fur.
I'm glad I don't have a really large monitor because one of these dogs may try to go after it.
I finally replaced my Lotus Elise background, which has been there for years with that.
I mean, we can make you a better one. This was just a test render.
Oh, I know,
now that
but it's still cute.
Bunny Foo fucking works. You saw the frustration I had trying to get fur to render, so.
It was crazy. Like you were trying forever and it wouldn't work.
I mean,
who knew that you had
how I
a
learned
like that, but...
all that 3D shit is just fucking trial and error. There's not much documentation for basically any 3D software. It's all fucking fend for yourself. Go watch a YouTube video. Fucking read a forum. I kind of like that though.
Kind of like how vaping was in the beginning.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised. Yeah. Maybe there's a website rendering underground. You have to go try to find like
actually
underground back.
There's a bunch. It still is.
Oh yeah.
It still kind of is a little bit when we're mixing. I'm thinking about it.
Yeah,
we're constantly tweaking, figuring stuff out, and find out what things will go together. And like this here, right now, it's not going together. Is it going to steep in? That'll take time to figure it out. But it's still rendering, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
I got to render this to see whether or not it's going to work. I can't render it over in a few hours. This is going to take a week, or more.
This is how we're going to do this. This is going to be the goddamn richest fucking custard of all time.
This is a pretty rich custard, the one I made today, even though it's a custard cake.
Yeah, I don't know if I want cake in here. I think I just want it like.
Oh, I used the custard
liquidy.
Cake. You have to try it out for the first time.
Is that one of the newer ones with like nut muffin and all that? Okay,
yes.
Yeah, that's why I never heard of that one.
Yeah, sticky bun and custard cake.
Yeah.
I actually had to crack the plastic off it today because it's still wrapped in plastic.
I actually want to try nut muffin.
Nut muffin's extremely good. I like it a lot.
I want to put that with TFA banana nut bread.
And what I did is I went in the VSO honey with it, so it's like really sweet. And actually, as it steeped out, the honey got even more. So it's almost like, wow, there's no sweetener in that. You would swear it was like, or if there is sweetener, it's very low, and it tastes like.
Tim, you see what Addie said?
What?
You look good and rested today. What are you cooking for the wifey today?
Good and rested. That's funny because we just saw. Frank and I just talked about this. I was good. We got up real early, went and visited one of our friends that had talked to us because everything going on and stuff. She reached out to one of her old friends, went and saw her at work, got Lady Liberty her free Dunkin' Donuts coffee for her birthday and all that. Came back. I was feeling good. And then just about a half hour before Frank sent me the link, I felt like bleh. I couldn't move.
How do you get a free coffee from Dunkin'? You just download the app?
Yeah, you just have the app. Yeah.
That's what I thought. God damn it, I need to do that.
Yeah.
Get my
And
free
it's
coffee
not
on
just
my
a,
birthday.
not just a regular coffee. She got like some kind of like
You get a
pecan
fancy
something?
schmancy? Sweet.
pecan like big thing with whipped cream on top. Yeah,
Oh,
it's,
damn.
yeah.
Gosh.
Oh, Brett, I gotta try that.
I
Yeah,
think I got a
TFA
Hell
last
yeah,
time I
Brett.
nut
Cool.
muffin.
Thank you,
Yeah,
sir,
nut muffin's
for
good.
because I definitely wanted to try that combination. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I
nut
also have
muffin is
DIY
surprisingly good.
Flavor Shacks banana nut bread too,
Yes, and
which I
it's-
think is just Flavor West and TPA's combined.
I think it is. I mean, it's not real
Kind
great.
of what it tastes like.
It's not real great. It's kind of like
It's all
whatever.
right, and you got to
Yeah.
kind of use it high.
Everything from them you gotta kind of use high to really get the flavors that come out. Even Holy Grail.
Oh yeah, for sure, definitely.
Not the new,
Ooh.
but fairly new too that Graham talked me into getting.
For custard.
That tiramisu.
Okay,
Yeah,
now
mine
we're
too.
now we're making an
SSA.
RY4
I
custard.
still
Okay.
have to use that SSA tiramisu.
Oh
It-
yeah, I didn't even.
Graham's
Think
not
about that.
wrong.
I bet
It
that's-
is.
That's nice.
Mwah.
Yeah,
It's delicious.
it has
Yes.
all. It checks all the boxes.
FA's
It
is a
checks
little
the
rough.
boxes.
I may have.
Yeah,
to mix,
which I
It's
I
nice,
was
but
afraid of. What I was afraid of, and that SSA version is nice and smooth.
Yeah, because the FA tiramisu is the worst thing. It's
Yeah, it's a
not.
little rough,
it's,
isn't it?
it's just it's basically their espresso. Their dark bean espresso with I don't know what added to it because it's almost like the same
Yeah, it's-
flavor. If you run it high, they almost taste the same.
it's not cakey either.
No, there's no cake whatsoever.
Maybe a tiny
Yeah,
It's
I'm
teeny
like
bit,
mixing
but by the
some-
time you're pushing
Yeah.
it so high, it
No,
just
it's-
tastes like fucking
it's-
over roasted beans.
It's coffee
Hey,
dust.
Did you make my nut bread one?
Coffee dust. Yep.
What was it? Not my.
FA coffee dust.
That's pretty much what tiramisu. Their
FA
tiramisu
coffee
is.
dust booster.
Yeah, there you
Coffee
go.
dust. Yeah, that's exactly what. Yeah, I called it nut and honey muffin.
Oh my
So
God.
it's
Freedom
just,
issue. What's up?
cream cheese icing from Lorenz at 1.5, honey from VSO at 1, nut muffin from Cap at 3, and yeah, I did put a 0.5% super sweet because at first I didn't think you could probably take that super sweet right out and you're fine. That honey does it, but that 1%, that honey really tastes like something you buy at an end cap. You know, when they're shopping out to snack on their way home.
Now, Michelle, I didn't really care for the Lotto Latte for some reason. I don't know why. I just didn't. I remember buying that from like DIY Vapor Supply years ago, and I think I still have like 9.9 mils in a 10 mil bottle. I think I did.
Yeah.
I just didn't do it for me. I found a Fruity Pebbles candy bar at the store. Oh, that sounds too sweet.
Might be
Yeah,
a
the
bit.
polar-
Succulent strawberry is really good. You know what's funny about
Fruity
succulent strawberry?
Pebblerize is pretty decent.
I bought succulent strawberry from Chef's like 4 years ago, or 3.5 years ago.
I'm gonna add that note to you. That sweetener is definitely optional.
eBay is yelling at me.
Got a sale.
Uh-oh, there's only one left. Oh, this is the box. I don't need the box. I want the fucking game, motherfuckers. Bothering me while I'm on a show. Fuck you think you is? Oh, this is gonna be so goddamn sweet. It's ridiculous.
All I know is this is a win. I can't stop vaping this. I don't know if it's gonna survive a steep. I'm glad I made 50 mils of it, so maybe 5 or 10 mils might survive a steep.
This is gonna be like sugar tobacco custard with caramel.
I mean, like this, the coconut is not, it's not copper tone. It's there. The chocolate from the Nanaimo bar is there. Of course, you got the custardy creaminess. Man, I tripped over something good here.
Right. So this is Theory Craft. I'm gonna mix it though, for real, because this sounds fucking good.
Well, Michelle, that makes sense then. If you like your coffee to taste like a frappe, see, I'm not a fan of frappes. If every Starbucks on the planet were to just like close tomorrow, it would not affect me one way or another.
Smoking custardy.
Oh,
Caramel Candy TPA 2%, Custard Inaware 1%, Holy Grail V2 because I can't find number 1 for some reason, but we're gonna use it at 5. Shisha Vanilla 0.5%, Super Sweet 0.5%, Sweet and Smoky Tobacco 1%, Vanilla Custard Cap 1.5, Vanilla Custard 2 TPA 3.5, Vanilla Swirl 1%.
Nice. That looks like a
Nice.
win.
Sugar Dessert Tobacco with caramel.
That works.
Sounds pretty.
Now I
freaking
gotta
tasty.
find all these goddamn ingredients. I know Shisha Vanilla is right here because I use it in everything.
I was trying to remember what I used that tiramisu in for a mix. And
Vanilla
I
custard's
made a
here.
tiramisu cheesecake on graham crust on honey graham, and yeah, that did not last. That one did not last at all. Cheesecake VSO at 2, cheesecake on graham SSA at 2, graham cracker VSO at 1, honey VSO at half, super sweet at half, and tiramisu at SSA at 2. And it just has I rounded it. The tiramisu, just a little bit of coffee boost to your cheesecake. Who doesn't like that? People don't like coffee.
Bigfoot.
Okay.
I love coffee. I'm literally still drinking the coffee that I poured for myself at 4 o'clock this morning.
Oh,
And
Just finished mine too. Just
still
finished
hot.
it. Mine was not, but it's on a
that's
cheap
my-
travel mug.
That's
so.
like my Yeti does that. It'll keep coffee warm all day.
Yeah, these things, these Zoji Rushis. There it is. Zoji Rushi
Oh, okay.
from they're on Amazon. I have 2 of them. This one, the shorter one. Comparison. Both gifts from the boss from Socorro. Now you got a backup one. I was like, fuck yeah, that's
Oh, there is
actually
some of
good
that?
because I'm
Where'd that
lazy and I
go?
don't clean things sometimes.
I thought that was gone.
I may have to.
I
Do
will
this,
finish
though.
that cheesecake. That was good.
I may have to do that I may have to do my own version of tiramisu cheesecake.
Well, this was also testing the graham. I actually think
Sweet.
the tiramisu
Smoky.
might shine a little bit more if I didn't have it on the graham.
Oh, Michelle, that would rock. And I wonder, you know what? If I throw a little
Sweet and
tiramisu
smoky.
with Lucky Shot
I have the bottle. 'cause
and
you
maybe
made
the
this one for me.
pancake from
Oh, I made this
Wonder
one for
Flavors.
you. Okay,
Nah, I
that's
think
why.
that'll
Ooh.
get too crazy. But the pancake from Wonder Flavors
Sweet
with that
smoky.
tiramisu and like
Oh, that's so
vanilla,
freaking
like
good.
vanilla custard, maybe like Wonder Flavors vanilla custard.
So there was some of this left. She had it hid because it was in her stash. She stole this one. That's right.
Ah,
You made it for me.
I made it for you?
Stole it.
It's freaking banging. That's really good. Like, I'm probably gonna have to empty some and fill it up with that now. Maybe I'm gonna finish up some of this
Custard
peanut butter.
V1. Where's Custard V1 from Capella?
the OG.
The
It's gotta
OG.
be behind me. I gotta get some other flavors anyway.
What's your favorite custard so far, or custard combo? Right.
Oh hell, that's a hard one. I mean, I do so many different ones depending on what I'm pairing it with. Like
I think it's actually for me, my personal taste, and this is just because of the way I like it. I actually think I can go with or without the vanilla pudding. Either way now, because I've gotten used to both. But the vanilla custard V1, what she's grabbing, with just 1% VSO custard on top. That, with or without a little bit of 1% of vanilla pudding, is just like, depends on what's in. If I want that like gooiness, I'll add the vanilla pudding.
oh wow, I'm looking at
Or
the
the
poll.
vanilla.
We're up to 41 votes, and no profile is just edging out orange right now. And I agree with Fiddy. I want to do orange next week, really bad.
If
Tom
you have no
Lyford,
profile, you
how
can
are
still
you?
do orange.
Yes,
you can
this
still
is
do
true.
orange. And I'll jump on and do an orange one. I mean, I would love to break out the Wonder Flavors orange juice again for something.
Yeah,
'Cause that is one of my favorite. That is my favorite orange juice flavor. Like it tastes like actual orange juice. So
yeah. Well, and FA Royal Orange Juice is good too, but I think Wonder Flavors is a little bit better. I mean, that's an OG flavor. It's the
And
Royal Orange Juice.
and thanks to Meter throwing just a little bit of the VSO bitters in it, gives it that pulpiness. and it even tastes like a concentrated orange juice like you
Uh-huh.
get from the store.
Do I have that bitter? I have a bitters. I think it's that one. I think I do have that bitters.
The bitters sometimes they have that orangey note, and sometimes they work with orange, and sometimes it won't. Depends on who's bitters. Because I find that is it Wonder Flavors that have a bitters, or is it Flavora? I think I have Flavora bitters.
Yeah, Flavors, I
And they're-
believe, has one too. Yeah.
Yeah, I might even have both, but they're not quite all the same.
Mm-hmm.
It's, I mean,
Yeah.
bitters. I mean, technically, even the name tells you it doesn't have to be the same.
No.
So that's why even when you go to one place to get a mixed drink and they make you something with bitters and it tastes completely different than the others. Sometimes it's just they use a totally different brand of bitters
This is true.
and it's made differently.
All right, now, sorry, I didn't even talk about the contest announcement. What we're going to do for the whole month of November and November. What the fuck am I saying? May.
November, holy
Yeah, I
crap!
was gonna say,
November?
I know
Prepping early.
we just missed 6 months. How'd that happen? Damn. But for the month of May, every week we're going to do something differently, and it's going to be not just this video. It's going to be every video each month, and then each week, and then at the end of the month, we're going to do a drawing for the gift card. So this week, in the comments after the stream, I want you to put in your favorite custard concentrate. Not combo, just your straight up the one that you like the most. That if they banned every other custard and you only got to pick one, that's the one I want you to put in there.
Adam just went and got it. If I had to
Custard
use
2
just
TFA, easy for me.
Yes.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, I would say either that or premium.
custard premium,
I've
is
never
good.
had premium.
Oh, that's
I've probably
That's
had
what-
it in commercial liquids though, I'm sure.
I was going to use it
Maybe.
today, but I it's probably on my desk somewhere here, and I just didn't want to tear through everything. So that was why I went with the other the vanilla pudding instead, because it was just going to be an added note. But I almost threw some premium in instead. It's like but I can use the gooey in a cake. So let's go with
Where
the pudding.
custard smells so good.
Ooh, orange is in a dead heat right now. Bigfoot, they don't know. They haven't
I
passed
do
anything.
I do
except
like the
for
orange and cream cocktail, or make a cocktail. I'm thinking cocktail's a little easier. Actually, orange and cream, it works and it doesn't. I mean, it's also one of those subjective tastes that I've
This
noticed.
is the thing. This is the thing with oranges and orange creams is you have to nail it, or it is baby aspirin.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember the
Yep.
first time I tried a commercial one, and I almost sent it back. I was like, dude, something's not right with this. This is back when I was just starting to learn how to mix, I was just starting to get introduced to mixing, and I just bought my first kit. Plus, I had bought some commercial juice from a guy out of Philly, and I was like, man, this stuff tastes like shit. I mean, like, it was just like baby aspirin. I mean, I'm just like, what the hell? I mean, is something not right with it? I was expecting this bright, like, if anything, like an orange drink, if anything, or like an orange creamsicle, because that's what it was supposed to be, an orange creamsicle. And it was like a dried baby aspirin, no cream, really. Maybe a hint of cream, but I just couldn't get over the baby aspirin. So that's why orange is why it doesn't get as much love as it deserves, because there's so many bad oranges out there.
Agreed.
There are,
Yeah.
and there's so many bad orange and creams out there to try and make the creamsicle.
Yes.
There's some of those that I've tried. What was I actually, as far as a mixed drink, beat you right there. I have one that's delicious, simple to make. Rum Driver, VSO bitters at 0.25%, light rum VTA at 2%, and orange juice Wonder Flavors at 1.5%, and that is spot on. Basically, a rum driver. Right
Yeah,
there.
Pippa, you're exactly right. TFA Custard 2 is 99% safer than smoking, and FA Custard Premium is 98% safer than smoking.
Exactly, but guess what? It's still safer than smoking. So,
Exactly.
yeah.
And 100%
Yeah, that's-
safer than heroin, so there you go.
Definitely. Don't do that shit.
Yeah.
Bad for your body.
We're drinking bleach.
Well, I have a few customers at the store I'd like to feed fucking bleach to, but we won't go into that.
So they did that too. They always have to give the injection of fentanyl when you're having the surgery done. And like I said, you guys after the first dose don't even bother because I'll feel it and there's nothing you're gonna be able to do about it because they gave me like 4 times the dose last time.
Oh,
They looked at my
Jesus.
charts, I saw they actually did, and I was still feeling it. This time they started right off at 4%, 4 times the dose, and I didn't feel anything.
Oh,
I
I
felt
bet.
pressure, and that was it.
Yeah.
It's like I wasn't flying, but I wasn't feeling it. It's like,
Yeah.
well, that's one way to do it, but I could feel that warmness. You get that warm sensation when
Mhm.
you put it in. It's like, whoa.
Yeah, and orange julep.
worked.
You know, we have mint julep next week for the Kentucky Derby. Orange julep. Yeah, that could be interesting.
Never had an orange julep. I love mint juleps. Love them.
I've
I've never
never-
had an orange julep, but that actually is interesting.
I've never had either one. I've honestly never had a mint julep.
I make mint julep. I can't now because you use actual sugar, but mint juleps, I used to drink them quite often.
Oh,
A
okay.
little bit of, with Jack Daniels, like I preferably Gentleman Jack or something like that, or
Mhm.
single barrel,
A little smoother,
Oh,
yeah.
and actually make them with fresh mint, crush the leaves.
Oh,
and,
we have mint out
and
that
the,
grows out here that we
use the whatever you call it,
pestle, whatever they call it.
pestle mortar or pestle mortar or whatever.
Yeah, mortar and
Yeah.
pestle. Yep.
Yeah.
Mortar and pestle.
And get it all, get all the oils that come out of it, put it in there,
Muddling.
put on
You're
sugar.
muddling it.
muddling it, yeah, and it just love it. Love mint juleps.
It's a muddled
That's-
drink.
I mean, I could probably have one if I'm not having any other carbs of the meal or something like
God.
that at some point, but it will be a while before I drink anything for a while.
This
Yeah.
smells like popcorn.
Personal
lung.
choice. Wasn't even told I couldn't, but I'm not going to.
No. Your company told you to stop promoting vaping on Twitter. Tell your company to suck your dick.
Yeah, suck it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Twilight. Well, they knocked my ass out for my colonoscopy. I don't remember nothing.
Me neither.
I remember them putting it in, and then I remember waking up in the in recovery, like, oh, I feel so good. I just wanted to sleep a little bit more. They're like, oh, you ready to get up yet? I'm like, no, let me nap. here.
Nah.
Let me
This
just
is
chill. Let me
nice.
just chill here for. Give me an hour. Nice, Michelle. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Michelle.
I mean, the only thing I did was I don't wear
Okay.
anything that has my company on it when I'm doing anything with vaping because they did get a little bit shitty about that
Wow.
a while back. So I just obviously I'm not going to leave the company. I make too much damn money, but I respect their wishes with that and just keep them separated.
Gotta
Yep.
keep them separated.
Yep.
Smoking custardy is mixed. Well, it needs to be shaken, but
I'm curious on this one actually.
Yes, I am.
You
too.
did. You said you added more caramel too.
yeah, it has 2% of caramel candy from TFA
Ah.
on top of the
Fitty. I
Holy
had
Grail.
Fitty. I know
014.
in my case I was wearing a shirt with the logo on it, so that's why I got in trouble. Or I didn't get in trouble. I just got told.
You see, that's something I'm too curious about too. Wait a minute. Has he released the milk yet? I forget he was gonna, but I think
What,
it got
swag?
backed off because the cake won. I think
No,
the
it's
cake won.
next week. It's Tuesday, I
Okay.
think.
Next week. The milk.
I think.
So when that happens, I
Just look.
may try something. It's gonna be one of those mixes where, in my head, it sounds good, but we won't know until they mix it.
Mhm.
That Wonder Flavors orange juice with that milk. Will it make a creamsicle or will it curdle it like taste? That's interesting.
Ooh,
I want to
yeah.
try it. I gotta try it.
That's
I've
a
got to
balance.
try
Yeah,
it.
you got to balance that.
That'll be a balanced one, but it's like real milk, real orange. Will that work?
It says
kinda
May
curious.
10th on the site, but I think he's doing it on Tuesday.
Yeah. Whenever
Which
he's ready
is
to do that. I
the
know it was
3rd.
originally was supposed to be when the cake was released, but the cake won out the poll, so you let the cake come out first. Which I don't mind. That cake is.
Otherwise,
It
there's no
grows.
flavor release this week.
Yep.
And then his numbers are all screwy now. This
Might
cake,
go for
milk,
another
orange,
haircut again
hazelnut,
already.
butter, and black licorice are still on the
I still got to do more with
the
this butter,
board.
and this butter smells. Knuckles delicious.
Oh, Dave
It's
got
butter.
a preview of it, huh?
of who? The butter?
Oh, no, of the
The
milk.
milk. Quite a few
Oh, the
people got
milk.
the milk.
Nice. Yeah, I have milk.
I'll take the blame
Milky.
for that. I talked about the milk so much. A few previews got to go out.
Tastes like
so-
fucking whole milk.
It is. It's milk. It's
Yeah, I've never
leaves
tried
a milk
I've never
taste
tried
in your
orange
mouth.
juice with milk either. I'm wondering how the Wonder Flavors orange juice with don't know about any of their custards.
Brett, I
like
haven't
maybe
done it
like
yet
their-
before because I've never had a milk that I think tastes quite like an actual milk. I'm hoping that the VSO, because it does, will work. So I'm curious. I'm curious. Whether or not a milk's going to work well enough for a cream for that, if it's going to be weird.
I wonder if maybe
But
the
it's
new
not like we're mixing. The best part is this
Maybe-
is something you couldn't do for real. You're not going to mix
Oh my
milk
God.
with your orange juice because it'll curdle.
Well, if you're making orange cream though, if you're trying to make a homemade orange cream, you might use some milk.
Right, exactly.
Maybe Wonder
But-
Flavors condensed milk with the Wonder Flavors orange juice.
That's possible
or
too.
FA
Yeah, I was
or
thinking
FA
if the milk itself tastes a little off, that's what I was gonna say. Either adjust it or replace it. We'll figure out some. There's so many new creams and milks that came
Yeah,
out,
there's tons.
and like, just it's got to be a way to make a combo that actually works for me. Because thus far, I've made one creamsicle is okay.
Mhm.
I mean, it was about as okay as I've ever tasted for a creamsicle in a vape. But I want one that's like I want that all day, every day, and that because
Brett.
creamsicle I can eat them all day, every day.
Oh yeah,
Did you use
yeah, Brett. You got
Flavor
both
West
of them
ice cream?
Suggestions are good.
I tried Flavor West ice cream. I get a little of the peppery note off it, so I actually
Really?
do
I
You're
better.
fucking one of
better
those
with the
fucking
others.
weirdos, man.
Yep.
Morning,
Yep.
Cicero.
I will still use it occasionally because I can ignore the pepper note, but I mean, I'm like with a creamsicle, I would never be able
From
to. do that.
Flavor West's ice cream, you get pepper?
I mean, not Flavor West. Which one did you say?
TFA.
I said Flavor
Flavor-
West.
Yeah, the flavor. No, the Flavor West.
Ooh, that thick. Oh, I bet that.
I don't know
No, no,
anybody
no,
who
not-
gets pepper taste.
Not Flavor West. What's the Liquid Barn one? Is
Oh
gets the
yeah,
pepper from.
no. Use
Not the
Flavor
Flavor
West for a creamsicle, like
Flavor
an orange
West
cream
vanilla
or a
bean?
dreamsicle or whatever you want to call it. Use Flavor West ice cream for that at like fucking 4 or 5%, and then put your oranges in with that. It's legit. It's the truth.
I haven't tried to use the Wonder flavored orange juice in it for a creamsicle, and I'm curious.
That's what I'm saying. Mix that with that Wonder Flavors orange juice with Flavor West ice cream. Might
There's
be
lots
good.
of interesting ways to do this. That's what I was saying. We can try different ones. Let's figure out what one cooks the best. If orange wins, I'm probably going to play this game next week. I might have like 4 concentrates here of different ways to mix it and see which one tastes the best.
Yeah. Yeah. Now we've talked about orange so much. Now it's leading in the poll, and I'm like, I almost want to shut the poll down early just for that case. I'm gonna leave it up.
Well,
I'll play it fair, but I think orange is gonna win now. Oh, Mitch Hoggett. So I think I've seen that orange stream
I have
recipe he
Mitch's.
did. Yeah.
I have it. I have it over there. I have some left of his orange dream. It's pretty good. It's a generic like Walmart orange creamsicle. You know, the little bit of lack of flavor, and that's probably the best orange creamsicle I've had.
Yeah.
Is his version. Even mine weren't quite that good. I had one, like I said, it was good, but not quite as good as his, close, but still like lacking.
A chocolate orange RY4. The chocolate orange, yeah, but I'm not sure about the RY4.
Oh yeah, the chocolate orange.
But RY4 goes good with almost everything though. So
I have a chocolate
would
orange
probably
flavor, don't I?
work. If anybody can make it work, Cicero would make it work.
Yeah. Don't I have like a chocolate orange or something?
I've done
think I
chocolate
do.
orange before.
I don't think anybody makes a chocolate orange flavor.
And chocolate
you might have
strawberry.
mixed one. But...
Yeah, so yeah, chocolate orange. Yeah.
Oh, I
No,
got the
not you,
bakery
Tim.
orange.
Tim was like, "Do I have a chocolate orange?"
That's the no, I'm screwing it up with the bakery orange. Oh no, I do kind of have one. The one from Swaggy, the drink, but it has that in it. That chocolate and orange. Orange is something. Starts with an A. Where is it?
Ooh, that's good.
hold on a second.
This probably needs a steep, but
Here is it.
it's
Oh,
good.
I almost over dripped on that. I'm looking. Then I looked at it. I'm like, I don't need it yet. It almost tastes like it was getting a little.
It's orange or orange. The
Ooh, there we go.
chocolate. I think it's it's a drink, but it has chocolate and orange in it. Is what I'm thinking of. It actually has like that chocolate orange to it. That kind of reminds you of it. You could use that as a chocolate orange. It's pretty good.
I guess. Let's see.
Now I gotta
Michelle,
look up
what
that.
did Michelle say here?
Oh, that's sweet. That's good. Slightly
Mocha
smoky.
Mocha Arancia is what it is. The Mocha Arancia
Normally-
from BSL. Then that would be in the drawer.
Pretty
I
sure
can-
arancia is just blood orange in Italian.
Yeah, yeah. But that's actually really tasty, and that's like a chocolate orange.
Because they make
had
arancia,
something.
San Pellegrino, the sparkling water. There's an arancia flavor.
Find it because I want to smell it and see, remind myself what it smells like.
There we go,
Unfortunately, I didn't
Michelle.
put
I just
these in there.
retweeted your
I'll tell
tweet. Oh, what's this one? Pippa the other night got plastered on a raspberry, orange, and lime liqueur mixed with a vodka salsa.
Vodka, what?
Salsa.
Hmm.
I've,
That's the only part that didn't make sense. It sounded good, and then the end's like, what? The Great Pumpkin's really good.
oh,
too.
chocolate orange on s'mores. Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, I couldn't imagine working.
Oh my God.
Working in like an office or something. I'd have to like only be able to vape on like lunch breaks or something.
The,
Or-
the,
Nope.
the last 30 mil in the entire thing, and it was in the front.
Ah.
I went through every single one. Yeah, mocha rancia. That actually is definitely a chocolate orange.
We got spoiled at work when our store
With
manager,
a-
Steven, told us that
with
there's
a
no
little bit of
cameras
coffee.
in the back
Like,
bowling alley, as we
no.
call it. And we were like, are you kidding me? He's like, yeah, so if y'all want to vape when the store be closed, go ahead. We were like, okay. Like, for real? The boss is giving us permission to vape in the store? Fucking
There you
hey.
go.
So every time me or Socorro go back there, we're just fucking puffing away.
Oh, that's
Keeps
like
me productive, though. I don't have to stop and go outside and fucking take a couple vapes. Just pull on it while I'm fucking loading up a cart or something, you know?
It's like Walmart. You know, they've been advertising a lot. They're looking for truck drivers to drive for Walmart, and it is one of the higher paying truck driving jobs out there. Believe it or not.
Oh, yeah. They got that
But
money.
their rules suck so bad. You're not
Oh my
allowed.
God.
Well, they test you for nicotine pre-employment,
Holy
and you
shit.
can't smoke, vape, dip, nothing in any of their trucks. I'm like, nope, I won't work there. Thanks anyway.
test you
God.
for nicotine.
Yes, a pre-employment screening for nicotine.
Are
It's
they
a
gonna
thing.
start testing for caffeine soon? I mean, it's the
There's
same.
right.
places that
Level.
there's places that
Yeah.
test for nicotine. I'm not surprised. It's fucked up, but I'm not surprised. They're fucking.
All right,
crazy.
That
Mike,
is
you have a
seriously
good
messed
day.
up.
Thank you for all your support and putting mixes out there. Awesome.
Yeah, if anyone hasn't picked that one up and you like, it's like a
Was it-
coffee with a little orange
Oh.
chocolate to it,
That's different.
with
yeah.
a little creamy. This is. I forgot we talked about one shots at one point. One of the shows lately about some of our favorite one shots. I forgot about this one. This is actually potentially my favorite one shot by Swaggy.
Cicero,
It's-
what
this
is a
delicious?
chamoy or chamoy juice?
It's like pickled. It's like fermented or pickled Mexican vegetables or fruits or something.
Ah,
It's a sauce. I've had it before.
Which
It's
which,
like got, like,
is it a
Prunes, I think, and like there's like maybe apricot, but then it also has like
all right.
lime juice and possibly and like
Now I'm
spices,
I'm
chili
gonna have
powder
to-
probably.
Is
It
how's
may or
it
may not have hibiscus in it.
how is it pronounced? Is it chamoy or chamoy?
I think it's chamoy.
yeah.
Chamoy juice. Here we go. This is what
Actually,
Google says. Oh, you can buy it at Walmart.com.
Variety of savory sauces and condiments
Can
in
you?
Mexican cuisine made from pickled fruit. May range from a liquid to a paste consistency and typically is salty, sweet, sour, and spiced with chilies.
Okay, this is let's see. What is chamoy juice? Chamoy is basically made with prunes, dried apricots, dried Jamaica, which is roselle flowers, chili powder, sugar, and some kind of
Hibiscus.
acid like lime or orange juice. Add as much water you would like to make it more runny or less liquidy according to taste.
I remember it being good. It has
Yeah.
tahini in it, which I fucking love. Which is
Yeah,
like
yeah, here's one that says
chili
sour,
lime
sour
seasoning.
hibiscus and yeah. Huh. I learned something new today.
Nope,
Yay.
I can't
I'm
put it
glad
in
I
the
learned
chat.
something new. I don't normally learn anything new.
yeah, that tahini seasoning, I fucking put that on everything. Like mangoes. Oh, it's so good on watermelon. Ah, peaches. Ah.
You know who I just
Interesting. I never had
realized,
that before.
totally unrelated, but who I've not seen
Oh,
today?
man, I want some of this now.
Daniel has not been here today. What is up? Sam was here, but not Daniel. Maybe that's why Sam isn't around much.
Sam won. Sam won it. I don't know how. He must have won.
Yeah. Swaggy Shane.
Swaggy. Well, that's what I was just gonna say. Swaggy Arancia, Italian for orange, and Swaggy's description for this one is: we take the cafe mocha, a blend of VSO espresso, creamy steamed milk, silky decadent chocolate, a dollop of whipped cream, touch of vanilla, and add a swirl of orange and some bittersweet chocolate with a small dusting of candied orange peel. A hearty winter treat that shakes off any winter cold. This is I forgot about this one. I think this is, if it's not it's right up there with my favorite one shots that Swaggy's has.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
It definitely sounds good.
It's delicious. Yeah. Chocolate orange with coffee. I mean, come on.
Yeah. How can you go wrong?
If you ever had one of those chocolate oranges you bust open and you eat that alongside the coffee, and I've done it many times, it's my preferred way to have it. There you go. It tastes the same. Like you had those two hand in hand. It's very similar. And one that we haven't even talked about in a long time, and I kind of forgot about. I'm leaving it out on my desk because I'm mixing up a one shot of that at some point in the next couple days.
I cannot stop vaping this. This may end up being one of them ones that I will vape the living shit out of, and then I will not want to taste it again for like a year because I will want to gag because I will vape it so much. I could see this.
Yep.
I could see this doing that to me. If I were to start mixing like 200 and 300 mils of this, I will get tired of it and then not want to vape it again. So I don't want to do that to it. But it is really good.
We did that in the
This
mango
one?
strawberry, which is why she's still kind of anti-mango. So it worked out. I missed the mango show that week because I had to work for that reason. But the other reason, I have a lot of mangoes I wanted to play with, so I was kind of upset at the same time.
All right, Michelle, I will go ahead and I will copy and paste it. You know, we talked about it earlier. But here we'll copy and paste. Once I find, there we go.
Ah, interesting. Oh, it was. So see? Yeah.
Oh, Mocha
so you said
Valencia
ones that
made
had-
for
was originally
Starbucks.
made-
Oh, cool.
was made with the lacquer chocolate orange. Exactly.
Ah.
Yep. That's exactly what I mean. That's the way I used to have it. I'd have like a morning coffee, and if I had a chocolate orange when I got them, around Halloween time, I always ate it with my coffee, always, because it just tastes so much better. And that's what this reminds me of. It's like one of those, like, not childhood memories, but memories growing up that you always used to do at a holiday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have to thank Developed for turning me on to Nanaimo bar. I had it and never used it. Then they started talking about it, like with their like chocolate episode or something a while back, and I mixed it with it, and I was just like, "Oh my shit, so fucking." Aussie Shano, long time no see, my friend.
Yeah.
We are getting the Aussies that can't sleep, the insomniac Aussies right now.
I was gonna say, yeah, was it 18 hours or is it 16?
No,
20?
about
I forget because
No,
it
it's about-
changes
about
depending
12.
on the season.
Yeah, it's like 13, depending on where you're at in Australia too.
Yeah, because I always have to try and pretend I know the times whenever I talk to my my friend over in
Now, New Zealand's even
New
worse.
Zealand.
New Zealand's like
That's the
16,
same.
18 hours or something. It's crazy.
yeah, New Zealand.
They're
that's where
closer to
my
the
friend
international
is.
date line. Yeah, so it's right now it's 14 hours from where Pip is at in Eastern Australia.
We became friends from WoW, and he actually came to visit here in the States. Stayed
Oh,
with me
cool.
for a few days. Yeah, it was, and then he went a cross country trip, one of those like across America trip things.
Oh yeah. I remember first time I ever met an Aussie in person. It was someone had knew this guy and brought him to a football game when we used to still go to the Eagles games, back in Veteran Stadium days. I'm going back like 1995, and it was an Eagles Dallas game, and it was like the coldest, windiest day I'd been to in years. You know, and like where we actually had the grill inside my van that I had at the time because the wind was so bad they kept blowing the flame out on the grill. So just had the wind, they just had the doors open so nobody died from carbon monoxide poisoning, and then just and he had brought lamb because he thought the food here was so cheap that he just bought all this really high end food to cook. It was just like, okay, I have no clue how to cook this stuff, so here, have at it. And it turned out delicious. And I guess at the time in Australia, the only football games they really showed was Dallas Cowboys. So he was a Dallas fan. And then after that game, though, we converted him because that game was like one of the craziest games. I mean, granted, that year Dallas ended up winning the Super Bowl anyway, but that was the last one they won with Barry Switzer. But
Now, he brought chocolates and stuff over, and I'll tell you, chocolate from New Zealand, chocolate here, apples to oranges. It's not the same.
even chocolate from the UK.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just Europe in general. Their chocolate's so fucking good. I had chocolate from Serbia,
See,
and it was like the most
however,
delicious shit ever. I was like, wow.
The New Zealand chocolate's not the same as UK chocolate either, because there's a big difference in that. Because I had some of the UK chocolate.
It's probably the beans, the chocolate beans and stuff they use in it.
It's like the
cacao.
chocolate he brought was like extra creamy. Some of it I wasn't a real fan of because they do some weird mixes. I'll tell you.
Mm-hmm.
They're just like the Marmite wasn't. No, that's not for me.
No.
You don't want a bit of Marmite?
No, I do not. And I
All
had
right,
it.
have
and
a
it
good
did
day,
not
Michelle.
Vegemite?
The veggie. Yep. And
Shit's
the
nasty. I tried it. Did not like
I
it.
tried it. I tried it twice because I just tried it. I had to try it. It's like maybe it's the first, and you've done that before. Initial taste, and then to try a second taste and maybe like it a little more. Nope. Second time.
Yeah, I
was
gave
not
it a
any
second
better.
try. I was like, nope, it still tastes like fucking MSG.
And then the chocolates, he had this one pineapple one though. He had pineapple.
Oh, you're
chunks in the
Australian,
chocolate.
Pippa. So of course
good.
it made you Vegemite rocks.
Yep. Yeah, that's funny
Crazy
too. The
freaking-
Australian thing.
Crazy Aussies.
Even though they get along, Australia and New Zealand is kind of like, think of it as Yankees and Boston. It's kind of that kind of feel between the two of them, by the way. Because I know,
Well, I know
we used to have people in our guild from both, and it was like they liked each other, but it's like, yeah, well, we're better. Oh,
Well,
we're
what was
better.
what was the show that was on HBO for years that had New Zealand guys in it?
Flight of the Conchords.
Yeah, Flight of the Conchords.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's where I
My fucking
learned-
heroes, man.
learned the little rivalry there between it was like New Zealand was like Australia's little kid brother, and they used to just like bully him around.
Yeah, that's like one of the funniest episodes is where they're like getting picked on because they're from New Zealand.
Pippa, I fortunately
fucking
did
love that
not
show.
have to do that challenge.
Yeah, see the
Ooh.
Vegemite rocks thing. No, it's definitely an acquired taste for an area. I'm sure that we have things here that are the same thing that they get over there and they're like, oh, that's crap. It's an acquired taste for the area, but I will say it's not an acquired taste for me. Like MSG a little bit like soy sauce on your toast is not for me. No, it's kind of weird sensation. No.
I like cooking with soy sauce.
But that's just it. Taste is subjective. You got to think about that. We mix as a global community.
Exactly.
So when you're talking about like rating someone's recipe, if someone in Australia makes a recipe, you might not like it here.
Or vice versa.
It might be the best recipe they've ever made for their region.
Yes.
And it might be the best recipe everybody in that region loves, but
Yep.
doesn't mean you're going to like it. That's
Exactly.
where a negative review on something you don't understand. That's like Pippa actually I think she got the sugar pie, I believe. I mean, was she probably going to ever have had an experience with sugar pie before? In fact, as far as I know, I think I was the only one of the testers there that did actually have experience with sugar pie before. Because I've had it because I live close to Canada, and
That was
actually
just a
had it.
stroming Pippa that I gagged on and almost vomited in a trash can.
Oh, I can't do that either. Blood no. Had it at a restaurant one time thinking it was just sausage.
What is it
No.
then? If it's not, what is? Because I've never had it.
It's basically cooked blood.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm assuming cow's
I mean,
blood. not like-
sometimes I've seen it where I don't know if that's authentic to there, but I've seen it where they actually just make an actual sausage. It just has a lot of like dried blood in it. It's no.
Rocky back.
I don't know if that's authentic to there at all, or if it's just to cook. No, I was not a fan. It wasn't so much even the taste. It's as soon as I knew what it was, nope. I don't know if I ever even got a bite of it down without. I was gagging before I even tried it because I knew what it was.
Yeah.
So there's no way. So can I say I hate it? No. Can I say that I tried it? No.
He just
Okay,
smiled
we'll
and he
try it.
gave me a Vegemite sandwich.
Sugar pie. It's literally like you got. Typically, it's on like a it's a pie layered of sugar. It's got a crust. And
No
then you
way.
have like brown sugar, sometimes maple. I've had it both ways in there. And then you just kind of like layer it up. And then eventually it has like this lighter, sometimes white, sometimes it's like a natural sugar on the top. And it like almost brulees off. So that's what you get that taste. Like if anybody's noticed that weird taste in ours, they got that right with the Wonder Flavors. It has that weird like smoky taste almost from the surface, which kind of is what throws people off with a little bit of the flavor, trying to figure out the flavor profile. Sugar pie is delicious to some degree. Well, delicious and like stay away from it if you're diabetic, because a single slice like this big is going to be as much carbs as like half a pie of a regular pie or more.
I believe
So,
it. Yeah.
you're literally eating cooked sugar with a little bit of, there's a tiny bit of like milk and stuff in it, but it's minor. It's 90% sugar.
Fast track.
In the proper
insulin
version,
use.
there's cinnamon too.
Yeah,
In the
it has a
French,
touch of-
in the French
yep.
version of it, which is called the sucre or something like that,
Yeah, the ones I had a little cinnamon in them.
which just
yeah,
means
Paul, I was
sugar
thinking the
tart
same-
in
I was-
fucking French, basically.
Yeah, Paul, I was thinking the same thing. It must
See,
be
Paul
a Quebec
knows.
thing. Must be the Quebec.
Yeah, it's definitely a French Canadian thing because it comes from France.
Well, yeah, I didn't live. I mean, like I said, I lived
Yeah,
right
you
on
live
the
you live
border of
you live closer
Canada.
to Quebec than any of us here, except for Dave Lloyd, but because he's literally
Yeah.
in Quebec.
Yeah.
Yeah, living in the Adirondacks near the Thousand Islands, I mean, it was just a hop, skip, and a jump to have it. So some of those foods cross the borders, and I've had a lot of the foods. Like I say, with overdrips, some of you guys have met him on my
Yeah.
channel, as well as those that watch Mixing It Up, as well. The different kind of, we're starting to bring this community back together.
Exactly, Fiddy. I tried to say that, but my
He-
French isn't that great.
He tried. He talks about things, and everybody. I mean, the other co-hosts and stuff around, they're all like, "What?"
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, "That's not normal. I shouldn't know what that is. Shouldn't have had that before." It's like that was part of growing up.
I mean, I spent enough time,
So-
when I first started hauling cars, I guess you could say, well, over the last 10 years, more over the last 12 years working for this company, I'd spent a lot of time in Ontario
doesn't, Paul?
and a little bit of Quebec.
Who doesn't?
I've only actually been to Quebec twice.
I've never been to Canada.
And it was both.
I'd
It
like
was
to go,
both.
though.
It was both with work. Once I took a load of Mercedes to a Mercedes dealership right outside Montreal, and they were the biggest dickheads.
Aw,
But-
don't say that.
But then I went to. But then I had like 4 or 5 different Nissan dealers I had to do one time out of there, and they were all cool as shit.
I got like a keychain someplace upstairs when I went to Upper Canada Village. I got it has Quebec on it and a little, almost like a coat of arms like thing on it.
Oh, cool.
It's kind of neat.
Mhm.
Yeah. No, we it's not.
It just
I'm
comes with the
thankful for
battery.
that actually to have that experience, because I didn't realize it was that weird an experience until actually honestly the vaping community and mixing is actually I've learned a lot that I didn't realize where I lived was so unique.
About to
Well-
order this motherfucker.
Well, Paul, I think that's what kind of helped me a little bit.
Yep.
Was at least I tried Google translating
Yeah,
just a
Adam.
few small phrases just so I could try to, at least to show an effort, and then they were cool with me. The first time I went up there, when I went up there to do the Mercedes, I didn't do that because at the time I really didn't even have internet access in Canada on my phone. But the second time I did, so it actually helped.
We had to learn some words and phrases before we went up too.
Yeah.
When we went up there, we had like common courtesy things mostly. It was part of the schooling part before we got to go on our trip,
Oh, okay.
and it was fun. Can I remember them?
No, I don't
No.
remember.
I learned some swear words too. We weren't supposed to learn those. We learned them. We
Oh, of
learned them
course.
while we were up there from people.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, yeah, it's like, oh, okay, I like this person. This adult's cool. Let's hang out with them. Yeah, we did a lot of that with our guide, and she was an older lady too, and she was just, yeah, she was around a bunch of teenagers and was giving in to us.
Oh, yeah.
It was fun.
Duke Nukem. Hey, what's going on?
It's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of
Oh,
gum. Those alien bastards are gonna pay for shooting up my ride.
I've heard that, Dave Lloyd. I've heard that the gentlemen's clubs up there, the girls work really hard and are very friendly. In Montreal,
Sign me the fuck up.
right?
Kingston too area actually has a few like that.
Oh, Kingston, Ontario?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
across
That's
the
kind- that's
across to
kinda
go to
east-
Kingston on the boat. We went over on the boat. That was before they started really patrolling that too. We used to be able to go across all the time with no.
Oh, yeah.
We just drove the boat over.
Well, pre 9/11,
Rode
you
the
could do a lot of things.
Yeah.
that-
Go over to the strip club and come back. Although I will admit, I mean, if the lights were on a strip club, as you got closer, you realize it wasn't quite as pretty as you thought sometimes.
Yeah, well, more strip clubs than birds. I have heard that about Montreal. I heard Montreal's pretty crazy that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, smuggle some VSO cake across the border.
I don't blame you with that though. I mean, I wasn't sure how it'd steep out. It steeped out so beautifully in that mix, that birthday cake mix. It's like the cake is definitely 100% there. It actually is a cake forward mix, and I didn't really expect that when I made it. I thought it was going to be like every other cake mix I make, where the frosting is kind of really there, you know, like everybody wants, really sweet. It turned out to be a really nice, just plain cake with some added flavors. It's like, oh, tastes like someone actually made a cake, which I haven't really even made one like that before, where it tasted like that. The yellow cake one's kinda, but actually the VSO surprised me.
This is pretty tasty. Interested to see how this tastes tomorrow. What's
Also, if you
tomorrow,
guys
Monday?
if
Yes.
you make a yellow cake, it tastes like a little heavy, and
Oh,
that's
okay.
why. And this is not heavy. It's like fluffy, like light white cake, like an angel cake.
I guess I didn't realize that Montreal was an actual island. Or is that? Or is that?
Oh,
I guess it's all bridges going, on. I guess it kind of is like a landlocked island, with like water around it. Never didn't think of it
yeah,
that
it's
way.
just big. When you're in it, you don't know it's an island.
No.
No.
All I remember was
Yeah,
the
there's some
four-
serious strip clubs up there too.
I remember the 401 ended, and then it turned into, was it Quebec 20? Is that what it is? Highway 20? It continues on like the 401, but on the Quebec side. I guess about most I remember about the roads up there. That I just remember that the roads in Quebec were actually better than Ontario. And
Yeah,
the
the
way
roads
that,
actually-
and the way that
yeah.
people drove, they didn't drive bad. They didn't drive good, but they didn't drive bad. They drove with a purpose. They weren't just out there, fucking around. They had to get from point A to point B, and they were going to get there, and they didn't give a shit if you were in their way. They were going to get there. They weren't just hanging out in the left lane doing 50 miles an hour in a 70 zone. They were just. Okay, Dale, I was right. Okay, but it was. That's one thing I give them a lot of credit, because they
No
did.
worries,
They drive very very well for my taste up there. I know Dave would probably think otherwise. That, yeah, these people drive like freaking animals, but.
Well, you get that the far. I mean, even where in Adirondacks where I grew up, you could tell, literally by driving there. You might see New York State plates, yes, but you could tell by the way someone's driving if they were raised in the Adirondacks, if they're up from the cities.
Yeah.
Because when we hated the people from the cities,
Well, yeah,
sorry
because
guys,
they
but
just
it-
came
it
up
ju-
to
when they came up and you could tell because they They're used to that bumper to bumper driving thing. We know how to drive in open roads, and we want open roads. We don't want these people that are no.
Yeah,
When you start
Dave-
doing that, we know you're not from the area.
Yeah, Dave, Boston is up there in my opinion, as far as let's say top 5 worst drivers.
Yeah, I
At-
actually
Atlanta.
hate going to Boston, and that's where my friend from New Zealand came. That's where I had to take my friend to go to Hawaii, to the airport. I no, Boston. I don't like that area.
DC Beltway and Atlanta are higher than or worse than Boston in my opinion. The traffic's worse. Toronto, the traffic is horrible.
Oh,
And
lemon
they drive-
lime.
and they drive like
Yes,
assholes
Swaggy.
in
Thank you.
Toronto.
I'm
Michigan,
happy
the
with
roads are the
that.
worst. Michigan roads are worse than South Carolina roads, which is really saying something. But the Michigan roads, their trucks are allowed to run 120,000 pounds.
So you caught that, right?
Yeah.
Lemon and lime raws coming soon.
Ooh.
Good. I actually kind of put.
I can't compare them because I've never been to Paris, Rome, or London. I mean, Boston drivers, they're rude. I give you that, you know, and they do, you know, quite a bit of them do drive like assholes, and they don't know how to drive around trucks. A lot of them.
This is a way to classify it. It's actually they're very aggressive drivers in
Yeah.
Boston, and speed limits on at least the throughways are definitely, depending on traffic, can be. They're not really dependent on what the number is on the side of the road.
No. It's
Because you can go through there at one time of the day, and you're
Oh,
going
damn, I bet,
stuck in
Rocky, that
traffic going
sucks.
under the speed limit, and then other time of the day you gotta go 25 over the speed limit to even keep up with the slowest traffic.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, I don't understand this, but okay, I'll go with it.
Oh, DC's the same way too. I got a speeding ticket one time coming across the Wilson Bridge from DC into from Virginia into Maryland.
Mhm.
I'm not even thinking about it. I'm just going with traffic. It's like 10:30 in the morning. I'm going back 10 years ago, and you know, I got a load of cars on going up to. I think it was going to
Ooh,
like around
Rocky.
College Park, Maryland, up that way from Georgia. And like I said, I'm not even thinking about it. I'm just going with the traffic. And all of a sudden, you know, I get over the other side of the bridge and they have, you know, there's a big wide spot there where sometimes they do truck inspections. Well, they pull me in. I'm like, okay, well, you know, whatever, you know, no big deal. They do their thing and everything passes. Okay, then they hand me a speeding ticket. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Oh, well, that's why we pulled you over. You were doing 67 and a 55. I said, dude, I was keeping up with traffic. Wasn't even thinking
2
about
weeks,
it.
okay.
And it was like, I forget what the price ended up being. It wasn't that much though, like 60 or 70 bucks. But I was pissed. I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me, guys?"
Yeah, because I always hated that too when I'm going through the Boston area. They like the traffic will push you. If you don't, you got people scaring the crap out of you, trying to rear end you out of the way constantly, and whipping around you and cutting you off.
Mm-hmm.
If you
Whipping
go,
around.
try to go, you know, within 10 miles of the speed limit. And at certain times, you can't go less than 20, 25 over, or you are literally
You got people. Yeah,
feel like you're going to get ran into or,
Yeah,
or pushed off the road.
yeah, even in the right lane. Yeah, you just gotta go.
Yeah. And I also hate that because the way it's designed there, like in New York, we don't have those left lane exits. I hate those left lane exits. Everything
yeah,
should be
that
the
shit's
right. That way that's
weird.
all. It's weird. You drive down and you get in the right lane and you're in heavy traffic. You go the wrong time of day, and then you realize the exit's coming up, and then the sign just for the exit, you got like a half mile,
Well,
maybe a mile.
Well,
Yeah,
Tim,
get in the left lane, and
you-
it's gridlock traffic. It's like, how do I get over there 80 miles an hour within this
You
traffic
don't.
safely?
now, Tim, do you know the life hack when it comes to knowing whether it's a left or right hand exit without it actually saying it on the sign? You know how above the sign there's the exit number?
Yeah.
If it's on the left side of the sign, if it starts from the left, it's the left exit.
It's a left
If
exit.
if it starts from the
Okay.
right, it's the right
No, I
exit.
didn't
Clever
know that.
boys.
Yeah, there's a
know, you're-
there's a life hack for everybody.
It's even if you're driving with your GPS going, your
It
GPS
doesn't
will say
always.
exits come up. It doesn't tell you until you're already on the corner almost, and it's like take a left. It's like left, but I'm in a 3-lane, 4-lane road, and I gotta get over there. Oh crap!
Damn, Cicero.
I've been there and done that a few times. It's not fun. And that's just, the engineering. You see the difference. It's just like the more east you get, from New York over, you get these random angled roads. New York City and all the others, north, south, east, and west roads as often as possible. Easy navigating. You can literally use like graphing paper to figure out where you're going half the time. Farther east I went, the worse that is.
Well, here's a little history for you. The first city that was ever designed as a grid pattern, Philadelphia.
That makes sense. Been to Philly. Yep. It is a grid pattern.
Benjamin Franklin helped design that.
And it's easy to navigate.
Yeah.
It's actual blocks,
stupid city.
not like blocks. That's
Yes.
not a block. That's a tetrahedron.
Looky. Grids.
Yes.
Grids.
You get into the
Grids.
northeast. I
No,
don't know
well then
about
once in a while you get
south.
streets like Milwaukee Avenue that's like, nah, I'm just gonna cut at an angle just right here through everything.
Philadelphia has the
There's
same
a-
ones.
there's a
There is
good
some that
chance
cut
that
across
was,
like that.
I'm down.
When they
with
cut across
either.
like that, it used to probably be like a railroad track or some route for something for transport.
Yes, they are.
Most of the
Even
Lou.
my little
I
neighborhood
agree
is a
with that.
grid.
And pleasurable to navigate.
I live down here. I lied.
But you get over here and you got to learn the roads. And if you're a tourist in the area and you haven't been over here, it can be confusing. I've in Vermont's bad, but it's got some grid. You get into New Hampshire and then you get into these, like literally,
Well, here,
like when I drove out of New York to come to New Hampshire first time, I did not realize how difficult it is. It's only like 3 ways without taking back roads to get across the state.
Route 4.
You can take 9, you can take 7, and you can take 3. But 3, I don't know if it turns what it is, 3 to something up north where it goes through like Coochie Gorge and
Well,
stuff.
if you're coming out of
When
New
you-
York,
I took that the first time because I mapped it, but it was before when I moved here. It was before we had our nice fancy GPS. So I just mapped it and I came across that way because it looked like the shortest shot, but I didn't know most of that up there is like 35 mile an hour zone
Yeah.
all the way through. It took me like 8 hours to get
I remember when I used to haul BMWs all the time up in the Northeast. I always had this one split. It would be Latham, New York.
Yep.
With
Been through that.
where's the big there's a big auto mall near Burlington, Vermont. I'm trying to remember the name of it. Shelburne, Vermont.
Yep.
And you took Route 4.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
yeah, and that could be a shitty road if you don't catch it right.
It can be. That's the one I used to have to drive to a lot of times. That's where I lived in Rutland,
Yeah,
which you must have been through.
Yeah, and there's the one town up there that was is where Memorial Day, I think it was, started, wasn't it? The holiday Memorial Days up there in
yes.
New York.
Oh, you're talking about Whitehall.
Yeah, Whitehall, that's it.
Whitehall,
Yes.
because I actually played Whitehall in high school. We went down and took a trip with our football team. We played Whitehall,
Oh,
and we were told these stories. Man, you're going up against these huge people. The guys were huge. We spent the night in the gymnasium. We're terrified.
Big old foreign boys.
Oh,
yeah.
we're terrified. They couldn't play the game though. We blew them out like 50 something. We had our third string in, and they still couldn't score. 7. They got 1 score. It's like, man, but we were so terrified because our coach is like, he knew this whole time, but he just wanted to get us all worked up to play good.
Exactly.
But that was fun. That was my first time through Whitehall, and that's actually still the way I go when I visit my family. Is I go that route.
Yeah, Route 4. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I haven't been up that way now in over 10 years. I think I went
But
for the
that's,
company I work with now. I think I had to go up that way once for something. It might have been Volkswagens or something like that. I took something up that way and went to that auto mall. And that one auto mall there in Shelburne had Mercedes, BMW, Porsche. I think Volvo. No, Volvo wasn't there. Volvo was somewhere else. And it was, yeah.
And the other, I used to ride a motorcycle there because I drive fast. I mean,
Yeah.
you guys have heard how to drive. Yeah, that's why I used to drive 4 all the time because you can open it up on there. You could see the cops from miles away.
Yeah.
So you didn't have to worry. But then,
And
and I
your
also
left
used
nipple is crooked, by the way.
to. And also,
Maybe she was trying to be
my
anatomically
friend
correct.
used to have right as you cross over the New York border there, and there's that little river between New York and Vermont there on
Yes.
4. That was the first time I ever went kayaking. And if you look there, if you ever go through there again, those waterfalls, my friend talked me into the first thing I ever did was drop over that waterfall.
Oh, damn.
And then he says, "Oh, go to the right because that'll be better." No, that's
No.
where the big drops were. So I went the wrong way while he went the good way. And that was the first time ever in a kayak.
Oh,
And also
Jesus.
that little farm stand that's right on the left as you go over. That was one of my friends I used to work with at the GE as well.
Oh, okay.
His family owns it and he runs it now. I used to ride over there, go get some food on the bike at night and then ride back and make it in like no time at all because speed limit. I mean, I wasn't paying attention to speed limit.
No.
Naughty boy.
Yeah.
How's it look when you put it?
But that little,
there
I
we
know that trek really, really well. We used to always go to Six Flags over in Glens Falls too. At a season pass, we used to go all over like 3-4 times a
Exactly,
week
Paul.
sometimes.
Exactly, Paul. It's not hard. Yeah, it's not hard to figure out. You know, just there's clues. You just have to know how to
Real.
find. You just have to know where. You just know how to find the clues.
Yeah. I mean, you guys don't have like a Geiger counter in your hand for that? Yeah.
I just pretend I'm blind all the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I just this all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I can't
like-
see.
Beep, 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 beep. Tune in
Those are
Tokyo.
fantastic, by the way.
Yes. Well, gang, we've gone like 10 minutes over, and I'm gonna let everybody get out of here.
Did Orange
Tim-
win?
Oh yeah, what's up with the poll?
Yes, it's tied, but Orange. In my opinion, that means Orange wins. I get the deciding vote, so yeah, Orange wins.
Oh, orange or nothing.
Yeah, so Orange.
I
It's
like
orange.
orange.
We're ending
Orange
the poll.
works
That's
for
it.
me.
I'm ending it. That's it. We're done.
There we go.
And don't forget, yep, Orange. Yeah, see, okay, now it did it that way too.
Yeah, Orange.
Yeah, Orange
Well,
wins. That Orange is on top, so yeah, they win. So
Even
we're
though
doing
it's the
Orange
same.
this week.
It's orange or nothing. I like the way Adam
That's
said
right,
it.
orange or nothing. Yep. So it's orange.
Nothing.
I'm
Alright.
actually excited about that. I haven't played with orange in a little while, and
Yeah, I
I like
know.
orange.
It's been a while.
And it is kind of a summertime thing.
Yeah, and
I
it's
think-
starting
I
to
think
warm. It's starting to get
yeah.
warm here, so yeah, it'll work.
Yeah, that works for
I've been
me.
able to wear shorts a little bit more. And so, Tim, what's your schedule this week for shows?
Okay. Yeah, my appointment's early for my cardio. Appointment's early on Wednesday, so I'll be able to make Benny's show. So Tuesday takeover on Tuesday night. Then I have Wednesday. I have Benny Vapes UK Liquid Mixing Show. I'm not going to be doing my Thursday show until I'm starting to feel a little better. Same with probably game night,
Yep, makes
so I can get a
sense.
little bit more rest.
Yeah.
And then there'll be the Saturday show at 5 p.m. That's going to be a permanent thing.
Okay.
Possibly. I mean, this is the best part about it. Saturday was there's 2 shows missing. I was trying to do it at 1, but I had to work sometimes, and I
Mhm.
still will.
Yeah.
So I changed it to 5. Well, that doesn't really interact with anything. So that doesn't mean even if the other shows come back, it'll still be there. I actually really love mixing on. I love mixing, period. It's just
Yeah.
fun. But yeah. And then, yeah. And What in a Horror podcast we'll be recording next week.
Cool.
Lando.
Yeah, with Lando. Yeah.
With
Actually, that-
Lando.
We've
So
had a lot
Fresh
of
used to
fun.
always say it, so I just keep up the tradition.
Exactly.
That's why whenever
Yeah, that's
Cherokee
my schedule.
pops in the chat, I keep that tradition up.
Yes. Yeah, Cherokee wasn't here today.
Nope.
No.
He was
there-
with
he
us
there
yesterday
last
night.
Yep.
Yep, and don't forget, yeah, tomorrow you have Wendy's show at 7 p.m. Eastern. We're on Wendy Beats channel. And you have Noted at
Hold
10.
on. Hold on. Do we want to schedule?
Oh, yeah. You have a
I
schedule?
have a calendar here. I'll just gotta look it up.
Okay.
I'll get the calendar in there for everybody. The only thing that's not under is the Saturday show. I haven't put it in yet. I do have access, so I can put it in. So
There you
I
go.
will. I just wasn't. I had to make sure I was going to keep that time.
Yeah.
Where is it? I know it's here. I know it's in here. Oh, go ahead. Keep going.
All right,
Sorry.
well, yeah, Tuesday we have the takeover. Wednesday
Mm-hmm.
is golf tea, as well as the UK e-liquid mixing show. Thursday we have. Is there a mixing show on Thursday?
No,
I
there's
know,
nothing
I know,
Thursday,
I know,
Friday, and
Wayne's-
Saturday were empty.
Wayne's been doing Thursdays. I
Oh,
think
that's
this.
true.
I think this week is the finale of the of the midweek critique. I believe
Yeah,
it's Thursday.
and he's been doing. Wayne's been doing a little bit of his morning thing too, as well.
Yeah, tomorrow morning I believe. Well,
And
tomorrow,
we have
like
the 10
noon
10
Eastern,
p.m.
yep.
noted too. 10 p.m.
Yes.
noted on
Yep,
Tuesday as
I
well.
no, on Monday. That's Monday.
Mondays.
noted.
Monday. Yeah, it's Monday. Sorry, it starts at Sunday in this schedule. Yeah, you're the first thing on the list on this. If you check this out.
I guess on Sunday. Yeah, if you go Sunday.
Yeah.
Late Night
And I
Bake
haven't
Show.
put
And Late
Saturday
Night Bake
show
Show
in
is
yet.
today at 5:30 Eastern time.
I fought for it. I'm sorry, Mick. I did fight for it to try and get you put on the mixing show thing, but apparently because you don't mix all the time, I can't. Sorry. No.
There we go.
Yeah,
Fiddy's
Mick,
got
Mick
some
does a
up there.
fair share of mixing every now and then. So
I'm gonna look on Discord real quick and see if I can find the noted schedule. Is it on this? Is it on? I'm trying to remember where it's at now. Though. It might be here.
yeah, I know that it's 10 p.m. Eastern on Monday nights.
Yeah, I'm trying to find. I had it here somewhere. The actual schedule for noted. I'm missing.
Oh, also the Cloudy Bunker on Wednesday nights. And yes, yeah, that's something I
Oh, here
forgot
it is,
to add.
noted.
I try to make it as often as I possibly can in there. Adam's there most of the time too.
I have not
here we go.
missed an episode since I have been a regular guest on it.
Okay.
Ever?
All right. Tomorrow.
I've been late because
Been
of
late,
work,
but-
but I've never
I got
missed
it.
a show.
Yeah,
See, that's why I thought you might have missed some. I didn't realize you never. That's awesome.
Yeah,
That is
tomorrow's
freaking awesome.
noted is Just Blueberry with Daniel.
Yeah.
Ah, nice.
Yes.
And then next week is Plain Lemonade with Capia, our friend from Brazil, and Fabrizio. I think that's his co-host, if I'm not mistaken. He's on tonight actually on Twitch. I want to say
Sounds
7 p.m.
Very.
Eastern time.
Fabrizio.
On Twitch, it's Capia DIY on Twitch. I follow it a little bit. It's all in Portuguese, but the one Capia speaks English, so if you go in there and start chatting in English, he will talk to you in English and kind of help
And,
you out a little bit.
And Tuesday nights, it's 8 p.m. for Mixing It Up on KVTV channel. And
Yes,
then 9
yes,
p.m.
yes.
to take over Tuesdays.
Yes, exactly.
And-
Adam, you guys,
that's
you
our-
guys starting to work out?
The Mixing Us.
You guys starting to practice? You guys starting to practice?
The band?
Yeah. What do you guys got?
Oh,
going? You
yeah,
got
we've
gigs?
been.
Yeah, I was going to say
We've been at it. Yeah, we played last weekend. We played 2 weeks before that. And then we've got a show the 14th at Burlington Bar on the north side of Chicago.
Nice. Where the pretty
And
people
then
are.
July something, I think we're working on another show. And then
You guys
August in
you
my-
guys ever going to go
my
up to
garage.
Milwaukee for the big Milwaukee Music Fest stuff they have up there?
we're trying to get up there because we want to play for TJ
Because I heard
and
it's
hang
all,
out with him and
Oh
whatnot.
hell yeah! Because I heard
Oh,
it's
that'd
like
be- that'd
a
be
lot of
awesome.
different genres get to do that.
Yeah, we're trying to get into some Wisconsin shows for sure. And that's definitely one of them. That would be nice. If they'll have us, we'll fucking play.
Oh, I bet. I'm sure they will.
Definitely.
I mean, you guys, if not, then it's their loss because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Then if they don't,
Yep, sucks to be them.
that's right.
Alrighty,
Alrighty, gang, we're gonna shut this puppy down. Thank you everybody for hanging out. Remember, next week's gonna be Orange. Let's see, Tam, I hope you're feeling better if you watch this on the replay, and I'm sure I'll catch up with you soon. Adam, great having you hang out again. Tim, I'm glad you're doing better and you're keep staying on the mend, and I'm sure you will. And happy birthday, Cassie, once again. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Cassie Avocado. Happy birthday to you.
There's a reason I'm not singing because you two didn't do bad. I'm terrible.
Okay. Alrighty, gang.
And she would prefer that. That's her birthday gift right there.
There we
So-
go. Well, hopefully you got to get them flavors and mix this custard because this fucking rocks, and I think she'll like it
Yeah,
too.
yes, I'll get that. I do plan on making an order this month or two. So yeah, we'll get those. That looked really good, and
It is.
she as soon as I told her about it after you messaged me, she's
Uh-huh.
like, yes. So,
Alrighty, gang. Like I always say, be safe, wash your hands, don't talk to strangers. We'll see you next week, everybody. Bye.
bye.
Clear.